Say it.
It's funnier if I interrupt Angelus. If Angelus is like, hey, Tep, oh, hey, can't wait, and I just be like, fuck you. That's funnier than I'm just doing randomly, okay? Oh, what's up, Tep? Fuck you.
Raven, say hi.
Hey, what's up?
Say hi, ETAP. Wish you were here.
Hey, Tep, I wish you were here, but no, you're a scrub back in Michigan.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation. What we see will defy explanation. If you wanna view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Wanna change the world? There's nothing to We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation. What we see will defy explanation. If you wanna view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Wanna change the world?
The People's Champion, Etep Wakuian. Watch out for the medallions. My diamonds are reckless. It feels like a midget is hanging from my necklace.
We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, it is he, it is me, P-double-D, Etep Wakuian from the Place to Be Reviews. Right back here with all of yous. Wednesday night Going Rogue, episode number 43. Hail the Rogue Entertainment chat. Hail the Phantom Collective, the Rogue Fellowship. Thank you all for joining us. We got a great show planned for you this evening. A lot of great topics. We have a wonderful pair of guests on the show. I would be remiss, though, if first and foremost I did not introduce my brother from another mother. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. ToneDef of the Clown World Review.
It's the world's wokest warrior, primitive-sided, toxic fanboy aligned with the like-minded. ToneDef rocking with you. We're going in Rogue, the Place to Be Reviews. What's up, everybody out there in the chat? What's up, everyone on the panel? It's great to see everybody. I'm looking forward to a good show. It's Hump Day.
Thank you, man. Thank you for being here. It is Hump Day. I should have had a GIF ready for that, but the best I can do on such short notice is this.
You've got to do better.
See, I've got to do better already. Black Falcon's telling me I got to do better. Damn it, Falcon. Already. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you, though, one of our panelists this evening. He is the owner, CEO, operator of Gamble Comics. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Oz making his return to the show.
Hello, it is Oz. Also, now I have a YouTube channel. It is called Mr. Super Oz.
Thank you for being here. That link is in the description to the video, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you, Oz, for being here. And go ahead, man. If you have to say
I was
anything
just going to say thank you. I was just going to say thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, man. You're welcome. And this guy here really doesn't need an introduction, but I get to give him one anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for El Presidente himself. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jeff Hicks from the World Class Bullshitters.
Hello, Pete. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. It's Wednesday.
Hi, everybody. How you doing?
We got Buffalo Jeff right off the bat. I like it.
Yeah, he's been dying to come out. it scares Dion in person, like to the point where he like covers his head. It's hilarious.
Oh, thank you for being here, Jeff. I appreciate it, brother.
Hey, anything for a friend, man. All you guys, awesome. Love to stream with you. I'm happy that we could make it happen.
Absolutely, man. Well, we're gonna start out. We're gonna talk about Oz's book here, and I have my copy right here, Everlasting Survivors. This is written by Oz and illustrated by that man in the square below him, Mr. Jeff Hicks.
Yeah. Oh,
What a great guy.
well,
Yes.
shit. Now I feel kind of weird because I gotta go get my book. I keep mine over. I bought 10 of them because I was super excited, and then I was like, shit, I'm not gonna keep a stack of books on my office desk. So hold on.
I have like a box of like the comics that like we like to I like to showcase from all my independent creators that are like right here. I have Jeff's are in sleeves in my comic book box. I have those in there because I just read Oz's again. I was reading that to my son. And yeah, because like I said, he's into the wrestling stuff because his dad was a wrestler. So I was like, hey, you got to check this out, buddy. So that
Well,
is
Well,
Jeff-
instead of holding up the show, trying to show it, I'll just leave it alone. But yeah, I do have a copy too.
it's okay, bro.
No doubt about it. But yeah, so the book will be coming back to Indiegogo for a second chance. I'm on the back end working on the logistics, but when it comes back, it's also going to have trading cards and pinups and T-shirts and everything. It's not just going to be a book this time. I was so excited when the art was done and the letters came in that I was just like, I got to get this thing on Indiegogo, and I didn't promote it right the first time, but the second time won't have that problem. That's why I'm back again after being here 2 weeks ago, because the more people know about Everlasting Survivors, the more that people get the chance to or have the knowledge to go look for it on Indiegogo and back it, enjoy it, and then we can get volume 2, 3, 4, so forth and so on. But yeah, so that's why I'm here. Thanks for coming on, Jeff. Thanks for having me, guys. That's the reason I started the YouTube channel, Mr. Super Oz, on Sunday, was to not only get the fact that the book exists out, but just so that people understand who I am, why I'm doing what I'm doing. The first video I posted, well, I put out a test video of just flipping through the books to make sure I wasn't an idiot and knew how to upload a video. But the first actual conversational video I posted, I entitled it Mission Statement, explaining to people why I thought now was the time to, as I put it, go all in on Gamble Comics. And so, yeah, check that out if you will at Mr. Super Oz.
There we go. Link is right up there on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. There's the link to his YouTube channel, and we'll get the. You still have it. You still have some copies you're selling on Etsy. Do you have some left you're selling?
I have somewhere around 10 of each cover.
Okay.
And they are available on Etsy. You're correct.
All right. Excellent. Here is oh, look at that. Tony put the link for yeah, I have we have like my buddy Mel Brooks, merchandising. We've got the Monday Night Going in Raw shirts. We've got hoodies, t-shirts. It says Monday Night Going in Raw. It's got the logo on the front, and on the back it says no protection required. We it's always raw around here. It's always raw. You know how much condoms cost back in my day? I don't know. We didn't use them. Thank you, Willie Nelson. Thank you, Willie Nelson. And Keely Chow says he where's it at? He just subscribed to where's it at? He said he just subscribed to there it is right here. Just subscribe to Mr. Super Oz. So there's another subscriber on the channel over there for you. There we go. Subscribe to these wonderful creators. And Tony's link is in the channel. If the link's broke, I'll just share his link out because for some reason his link always gets broken when I put it on the videos, and I don't know why. Tony's up to 181. He should be about probably about where I am, if not more by now.
You guys should all be 10,000 plus. Honestly, you put out consistent, good content, man.
That means a lot. Thank you. Yeah, that's and it's it. You just try to do stuff that's entertaining and informative at the same time, and yeah, and just be consistent with it. And that's the key. And there's the link to Tony's channel, the Clown World Review. I put reviews. It's review. But there's the link nonetheless. See, it's correct there. I'm just an idiot and did not check my own typing. Kind of like the outline where I called Donald Osborne. I called him Daniel. So I'm like, I was sitting there typing it up, and I must have been looking at the Karate Kid movie right next to me on the DVD shelf, and I'm like, Daniel, Daniel.
Oh, that's his name, Donald, not Daniel. Shit, I've been living a lie this whole time.
I'm like, fail. And I told him, I said, you know what? I had somebody on the show, and one of the panelists actually forgot my name. So I'm like, it happens. It happens. I said, Sal was more mad about it than I was. Sal got pissed. I'm just
that dude's great.
It's okay. He's like, no, it's not okay. It's your fucking show. I'm like, it's Sal. It's okay. It's all. I promise. Let me acknowledge this chat. Nano Reaper E-Tap should get Mandy Summers on here. I have never actually spoken or interacted with Mandy at all. I just haven't.
So fun.
I have not. I've never have. Never have. Superfan Adam Shawhan said earlier he's in New York and he hates it. Must be delivering a wiener dog. Phantom Collective's in the house. Hail the Phantom Collective, man. So the dislike button still works. Yes, it does. I see that they I laughed about that when I saw. I'm like, so okay, never mind. I'm not even gonna go into that. I don't want
they're worried about smaller creators like Nintendo, CNN,
Sony getting ratio to hell with the Ghostbusters trailer 5 years ago. There's still people. I was over there. I'm like, I wonder what the ratio is still, and there's still downvoting and new comments on that trailer. Like, it's so funny. It's like new generations of people are discovering how bad this trailer actually is. It's like, please don't ever watch the movie. Sherry's in the house. What's up, Sherry? Says, for real, New York sucks. I'm moving soon. Well, good for you. Get out of there, right? Yeah. Echo Base Network. You missed dude. What's up, Nick? I missed being in Cincinnati. I was so sick. Trust me. If I could have been there, I would have. I was literally like the day before it hit me, and I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Like, yeah, that trust me. I that more sad about that I could not have been, but there will be future meetups. Trust me, my friends, there will be. Parrot Head.
I can't wait till we can do this in real life.
Mm-hmm. It was like great getting to meet like Jeff and Nick and Kendo and Dion and Adam. I've hung out with superfan Adam Shawhan, Phoenix Animation. I got to hang out with in Grand Rapids. It's fun because it's like, and Jeff can attest to, this is me here and this is me in real life. There's literally this is me all the time. Sometimes I might speak with a fake Australian accent. Sometimes I don't know. It happens. Yeah.
Sorry, that one always gets me, dude.
Dude, you know how many FBI agents Kendo and I have working on our case, and how many messages they confiscate on Messenger back and forth between it's bad. Tony knows the struggle. We'll be sending each other voice messages. It's like, I recorded a whole message. The FBI wanted that more than you needed it. I guess they took it.
Yeah, that shit gets like intercepted.
Hail, I got to give a shout out to my fellow rogue, Brightest Day. What is up, Zach? Welcome. Go subscribe to Brightest Day. He's got a show coming up in a few minutes. Thank you for popping in, brother. I do appreciate it, man. Keely Chow. I'd be remiss if I didn't give shout out to Keely Chow. I'll do it, Keely. Ready? The Fandom Menace Ultron. There are no strings on me. There you go. You got it, Keely. Welcome, man. Welcome. E-Tep, your accent is better than Mardigan's. Well, I mean, that's just one of the things I do better than Mardigan, but I love him anyway. I got to get him back on. He feels I know he feels left out because I don't bring him on. I need to, though. It's tough only having the one rotating panel show because Monday nights we're locked in with me, Tony, Red, and Vinny now. So it's like Wednesday nights is the showcase night where we bring guests on. So I'm gonna stop rambling and let's jump into some buy or sell. Jeff, you got time to hang out for buy or sell?
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, those of you who are familiar with the program know buy or sell. We got the Cleveland Brown intro, so Cleveland, take it away.
It's buy or sell. Buy or sell. If you crackers don't like it, you can go to hell. I'm Cleveland, buy or sell. It's time for buy or sell.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, here we are on the direct.com. Black Panther 2, new report reveals more problems concerning Leticia Wright. And I'm sure we're all familiar with this situation, right? No pun intended. Okay. Welcome, Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. Hail, brother. You got to subscribe to my boy Tommy. Great retro toy reviews. Him and Vinny have a show on Thursday nights. They do it's retro. You do retro reviews. Tommy, share your link in the chat, man. Put it down in there. Yeah, you gotta check my fellow rogues out on early on Thursday. So yes, they got some good stuff going over there, man. And Tommy's got a show on Monday nights as well. So check them out. Check out our fellow rogues. We're all over the place. So Black Panther 2, Leticia Wright issues on set. Now, this is not just her injury, but also they're questioning whether she's going to be allowed back on set because she has not been vaccinated. Now, are we going to buy or sell that Black Panther 2 is going to be worse than the Eternals after all this mess is settled? I'll toss to Oz first.
Well, I haven't seen Eternals, but I've also never read Eternals.
Okay.
So that I'm really missing nothing, I assume. I didn't know they were filming this yet. I couldn't care less, and I hate the fact that people. I apologize in advance if this hurts somebody's feelings. However, I hate that we act like humans are a problem. Like, people have gotten sick forever. Like, shot, no shot, I don't care. Like, I ain't scared. So, I guess the question had nothing to do with a shot. Is the movie going to suck? Probably. The first one wasn't any good because Big Brother just sat there and was like, oh, stuff's happening, I don't care. And I can't imagine she's going to be any better. I mean, I guess she's going to say, oh, I'm smart, but I'm sitting here fiddling with my fidget spinner. So, yeah, I don't care. So will it be worse? I don't know.
That's fair enough.
I don't know how it could make me want to see it, I guess, is its biggest problem.
Yeah. Jeff, what about you, man?
I will sell that Black Panther 2 will be worse than Eternals, because Eternals, well, hold on. If this was Black Panther 2 starring Chadwick Boseman, I would buy that it's going to be a good enough movie.
Yes.
He himself was fine. I liked him. I loved him in Civil War. I thought he was cool in Infinity War, but his own movie is not just a movie, but it's meant to be a movement. And you know how I feel about those types of movies.
Yeah.
Now, I will say nothing will be worse than the Eternals, so sell. Black Panther 2 will not be worse than the Eternals.
Okay. Tony?
Let me ask Don Cheadle what he thinks. Man, I'm not. If Leticia went transphobe, fire away. But I'll personally take it to her if she said something crazy, not to Twitter. That's how I do it with friends, and how I hope they do with me if I fuck up. Trying to find out now.
Thank you, Don Cheadle. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Oh, so I'm gonna sell this because I catch heat for this all the time. I like Black Panther. Hear me out. I liked it because of Chadwick Boseman, because of what he brought to the movie. The movie's nonsensical. It's insulting on many levels. The marketing leading up to the movie was insulting, and they insulated it from criticism by any critique of the movie was rooted in racial animus. It was nominated for how many Oscars? 11, I think it was. Some ridiculous amount of Oscars. I mean, I still like the movie. I like the movie because of Chadwick and what he brought to it. And I like Winston Duke as M'Baku. I do. I liked him. I don't think this one could possibly be worse than the Eternals, though. at least this will, it'll have a better color palette to it. Hopefully they fix the CGI, because the Eternals was basically a Zack Snyder movie in the MCU.
I was rooting for Icarus at the end.
I know. I'm like, is he like the kid from Brightburn all grown up? Please just nuke everybody. Just do it. Just do it, Icarus. And yeah, I love how they actually have him fly into the sun. Yeah, so this, yeah, I'm selling this. I'll sell this one. Let's see. We'll go through number 2 here on the list. And for this, we're going to have to delve into that trusty old IP that we used to all love, and now it's like an X that we don't ever want to see again. Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars. Talking about Star Wars. Da 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 da. Lucasfilm reportedly releasing backup project to replace Rogue Squadron. Poof, that's a toughie. Buy or sell. This is a sleight of hand that'll never come to fruition. It'll be stuck in development hell. I'll start down at the bottom. This time we'll go to Tony first.
I'm going to sell, because my sources told me that every Lucasfilm project ever has been canceled.
Wait, wait, hang on. I think I know. I think I might know somebody who has something to say about this. I correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he's here.
Greetings, Dominions and Domentites. It is I, the future ruler of the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, with my fluffy kitty, Mr. Beans. It is I, DoomTap. Excuse me. My sources inside Reddit inside Lucasfilm, namely one 80-year-old pilot nicknamed Crash, we call Harrison Ford. Yes, they have told me through his incoherent ramblings and thinking that Call of the Wild was a prequel to How Han Met Chewie, that tomorrow morning at 8:05 Eastern, Kathleen Kennedy will be fired. Yes,
when's Kevin Feige getting fired?
As soon as he comes out from under Kathleen Kennedy's desk. Trust me, my friends, this is the gospel according to DoomTap.
And he knows. DoomTap knows. He's not playing around. This guy knows.
You know, to be honest, I don't care if there's another project. Like, I don't care enough to buy or sell it. I'm just going to let it collect dust.
What about you, Jeff?
I will buy what you said, that this will never come out. It'll be lost into development hell. Look, fucking Star Wars is beyond fixing.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing left. Guys, sometimes you only get one shot. Let's think about Star Wars for a quick second. Comes out in the 70s and the 80s, changes the world. We all love it. Law of Diminishing Returns, the prequels, not as good as the originals. You can love them, you can hate them. I think they're fine. But then you get to the sequels. Again, Law of Diminishing Return. You burnt Star Wars down. The remains look like Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru. So I'm going to buy that this thing never comes out. And who gives a shit? These Star Wars projects haven't been good.
Did you see any of Visions?
Wait, is that the anime one?
Yeah.
Okay, I saw the first 2 episodes. I liked them. The one about the band was unique and cool, and the one about the Jedi that rolled into town, that was legit. I liked what I saw there, so I can't sit and go, everything has been, whatever, but it's not. Okay, put it like this: it wasn't good enough to go back and watch all of it.
Right. I made it through 3 episodes and I tapped out. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done at this point. I couldn't. I just I can't. Like the Book of Boba Fett, like I saw that trailer and I'm like, this really didn't even interest me. And I never thought I would say that about Star Wars, but it did. I'm indifferent. I'm apathetic towards it now. And that's not something I ever, wanted to say about Star Wars. I'll still watch the original trilogy and the prequels, Rogue One, if because I own it, if the kid wants to watch it, because he still likes watching them. So it's, the old stuff is the best. The new stuff is just, it's garbage tier. It truly is, and I mean, who do we have to thank for that? We all know the answer to that. It's not DoomTap. He just reports on the stuff. He just reports. What's up, Nan? He says, running my weekly Westwood games, Star Wars RPG with no Jedi characters. Glinzer's in the house. Black Widow and Age of Ultron trailer. Nothing lasts forever. That's a good allegory for the MCU. Red Gaze, the assistant regional manager's in the house. What's up, Red? How you doing, brother? Welcome, sir. All right, our third and final buy or sell for the evening is kind of funny because it goes along the lines of the Eternals. And I've seen this article, and I wanted to do a video on it, and I might do one tomorrow because I'm shooting about. Well, I got Batwoman is president tomorrow. I'm going to start on that as soon as the show's over tonight. I'll watch the episode 3 times tonight, write the review all up, produce the video tomorrow. I'll have the video out tomorrow afternoon, and then I'm going to record about 3 or 4 videos and edit those up by Friday afternoon when I leave town for the weekend and go shoot a deer. So, yeah. I'll have content coming out all weekend, and we'll be back for the show. I'll be back for the show Monday night, hopefully with some more venison in my freezer. But here's our third topic for buy or sell: Eternals 2. Okay, will include Galactus. Our scoop confirmed. This came out. This is 17 seconds ago. This article dropped about 2 hours ago on giantfreakinrobot.com. My main problem with this, before we even get into what we're buying or selling here, is that there's talking about Eternals 2. So buyers.
I just saw an article saying they weren't going to have a sequel. That it was a self-contained story.
Yep.
Oh, it sets up Blade and some other BS, but it doesn't need another film. I mean, obviously I haven't seen it and don't care about it, but that's what I read recently. So why? Where's this bipolar bullshit coming from?
Right.
It's desperation to get people to go, hey, our movie didn't fail. They're going to do more. Like, I know Disney didn't put this out, but they're so happy that stupid people put this out.
Yep.
I get it. That makes sense.
Yeah. So the buy or sell on this is not about Galactus. But will they actually make a sequel to this? Like, are they that entrenched in this that they're going to make a sequel at the risk of losing money on this one still, which they haven't even broke even yet?
Isn't this the most disliked film that Marvel has put out?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
They set it up for a sequel.
They did.
So whether they'll do another sequel or pay it off in other movies, they'll definitely, we're going to see something from these people in the future. Gemma Chan isn't a believable leader. She's not. I like her, but she's not a believable leader.
That was my main critique of her and Richard Madden. They're both pretty people. They're both attractive leads. Richard Madden was great as Robb Stark in Game of Thrones. Like, he was. I loved him in that movie. Gemma Chan, another repurposed actress that was in Cat Pan Mediocre, and they're like, fuck it, she didn't do anything in that movie. We'll just put her in this, because nobody will notice. Kind of like, was it Demon Hansu? They did that with. Is that his name? From
Pete, it worked because I didn't realize she was in both.
Oh, really?
Huh?
Yeah. Until this very moment, I was today years old when I learned that Gemma Chan was in Captain Marvel.
Yeah. Minerva.
Yeah, she was one of the Kree. She was one of the Kree.
I did not know that.
Yep, and she was in the background so much in that it's a blink and you'll miss it kind of thing, because she was such a non-factor in that.
And she looks different enough too, like Peter Quill's mom looks the same, in Captain America versus Guardians, but she had the alien prosthetics on, Gemma Chan, and so it looks like a different person.
Yeah, this I don't.
I guess that's fine? Question mark. Right? That's not cheating, right?
Right. Well, it's just like Cersei, Gemma Chan, and Richard Madden had no chemistry. It was like when their sex scene was like 2 pieces of wood being rubbed together. Like,
no fire, right? No fire came.
No sparks, nothing. I didn't buy for a minute that they were in love for 7,000 years. Like, there was no chemistry at any point between them at all on screen. Like, nothing. Like, you had better chemistry between Fastos and his husband.
It's gonna suck if they waste Galactus on Eternals. Maybe if he made an appearance on his way to Fantastic Four or to a team up movie or something. fine, I guess.
Nano Reaper. Eternals 2 is as likely as Sean Bean living through an entire movie that isn't the Sharp series. Clone Geek. What's up, Clone Geek? Paul Rudd named People's Sexiest Man Alive 2021. Dion got snubbed again. Damn you, Tyler Perry.
God damn it. Man won an Oscar.
2 pieces of wood sex scene. Author Stephen Walton must have loved it. He did. He was his dendrophilia kicked in. The old. He caught the maple syrup during the sap run. So that's buy or sell, ladies and gents. Right there, we have a quick. Even Helen Keller could have saw this coming. News moment though. Let me. Oh, that was that
Do
was
you
the wrong.
think Stephen Walton keeps a bar of Dr. Squatch by his nightstand?
You know what? I use Dr. Squatch, and I wouldn't blame him. It smells so good. But he probably does have the pine tar.
Yeah, but how do you use the bar compared to Stephen?
I use it like a normal person. That's the difference between Stephen and I. He's in the chat. He's in the chat working and lurking right now and listening too. And he's gonna text me and be like, "You son of a bitch." I'll get it in the rogue. I'll get it in the rogue chat.
What's up, Stephen? ETAP was talking about you.
His ears are ringing. The tree branches are whistling. He hears the wind in the willows. ETAP is enamored of Fastos' gay love. I'm getting worried. Listen. You leave Fatso alone.
This mother. He doesn't mind the rapid expansion in 1940s Germany. He doesn't mind the day camps that a certain ethno-religious group was sent to, but if America tries to stop the war, that's when he's done with it. That's it. How dare you stop these people?
Yeah, the character motivations in that movie were so all over the place. So this is another article that just dropped on Giant Freaking Robot Tonight by Faith McKay. That's Faith Hill's surname. Winston Duke is the new Black Panther.
What? Who is that?
M'Baku. He was. Yeah, he's. It says anticipation for Black Panther 2 is high. It's fair to say that many fans are both excited and nervous about the sequel. In the first movie, Charla was the blah 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 blah. All right, so now our trusted and proven inside sources has shared who that will be, the new Black Panther. Marvel's decided on M'Baku, the character played by Winston Duke, will be the next Black Panther. We know that Winston. Okay, so the information about Duke's new role come to us after prior reports. Trouble on the set with actress I told you this was going to happen last year when I did that video that nobody watched. When they chased her off Twitter, the weirdos chased her off Twitter. Don Cheadle dogpiled on her. Now because she dared step off that mental plantation and think for herself and ask questions, the same people that say you got to build up and believe women are going to tear her down again. And it's happening. She got injured, so now this is an excuse to watch.
Well, she wasn't part of the projection cult. She's gone. Deal with it.
Yep.
Don Cheadle's going to be the new Black Panther.
Stop that. You stop that. Oh, so I mean, any gentlemen, any thoughts on if this were to come?
Take this rumor with a grain of salt.
I mean, any thoughts on this, guys?
I liked him. I liked M'Baku. I didn't love the sister, and so I'm kind of for this. I'm not saying get rid of her or whatever, don't kill her off or whatever, but I mean, I thought he was pretty kick-ass.
I did like him. I did. I liked his character.
And he was very imposing. Like he just had he had a weight to, like when he walked, when he's in the scene, he's he's substantial. So yeah, I'm cool with him.
I don't think this will happen because wasn't in the movie, wasn't he like challenging to be Black Panther, right?
He was.
Yes.
He challenged in the beginning.
Here's how you can tell all these fake rumors from real rumors. Fake rumors use movie logic. They try to go, well, in the story this, and then they report it because people go, well, in the movie this said that, and then for a couple of days they all go on. I'm working on something with Spider-Man. I don't think this fucking leaked shit is real, and I have pictures that show what they're photoshopped from.
Okay.
All of this stuff is just. I know we're in a really weird place right now with Marvel. We're in a really weird place with these rumors, and I think with just nonstop wish fulfillment and technology that the professionals use is accessible at home, like people are just making fake shit up. And I don't think there's Black Panther 2, all this crap. It's just this is a fan theory.
Jeff, I think you're right. Like I have a very similar conversation almost every day at work, but about wrestling. So we'll book shit because this makes sense for the characters, not realizing that Vince McMahon hates us and says anything that makes sense, fucking throw that shit away. Keith Lee's Limitless? No, work like a big guy. Let me take your gimmick away. Let me fire you. So yeah, I totally think you're right on the money with the fans doing things that make sense, whereas the company is like, sense? No, I never heard of it.
Yeah.
Exactly, dude. I consider all these people like Russo.
Oh
yeah,
bro,
sure.
Swerve, bro. We're gonna swerve him, bro. They'll never, they'll never see it coming. Ugh.
So Don Cheadle is the Black Panther.
No, like to connect to your wrestling point too, I've been saying that Kevin Feige's starting to get what I call Vince McMahon syndrome, where he's attained a certain level of success and now he thinks he can tell the audience what they're gonna like.
Yep.
Instead of just going with the flow, I guess.
Yeah, this would make sense for M'Baku to be Black Panther, and like Jeff said, it's probably why it's just a fan theory. It's an overblown fan theory.
Sucks Chadwick Boseman's gone because
I know it's just it was a loss because the guy was a good person who did good things and selflessly like worked through cancer for years.
Yeah.
To entertain people and go to hospitals and visit kids, and then we're stuck with people like Mark Ruffalo who are just idiots.
It's almost like the third Nolan Batman film. Like after Heath Ledger was gone, like no matter what they do, it's not going to be as good as it would have been.
Yeah,
I can't tell you how many times I think about that courtroom scene in Dark Knight Rises and wish that Heath Ledger's Joker was there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It feels like it should have been him. The Scarecrow's cool, but he's not Joker.
Yeah,
right.
Oh no. No. And Batwoman doesn't have Mr. Freeze either. And boy, can I not wait for Poison Ivy. Tomorrow or tonight's episode, they're debuting Professor Pig, who, let me tell you how much I'm looking forward to seeing that. Yeah, I can't wait to see his. Well, I already know. I know the basic plot and what happens. So it'll be fun to make that review tomorrow. Let's see. Last week was 26 minutes. If this one holds true, we might be up to finally break a 30-minute mark on a review for the first time since I think I did the pilot review was 33 minutes back in 2019. Yeah, this will be like my 75th or 76th Batwoman video.
Jesus, dude.
Somebody give me a lobotomy, please. Culture Casino said to me last night, he's like, "You're still releasing regular videos away from Batwoman, right?" He goes, "Because the algorithms are." I said, "Yeah." I said, "I do my pop culture news videos, and occasionally, like I did with the Kumail Nanjiani one, I'll stay off camera and I'll script it out. And that was supposed to be like a short 3-minute video. Next thing you know, I've got like 10 to 12 paragraphs of dialogue to record. I'm like, how did I get here?"
He acts like a 15-year-old Valley girl. Kumail Nanjiani, like that dude is so fake.
Oh, dude. What? He was painful. It's like, yeah, and then they casted, Marvel's all big on, not representation, but like proper representation. It's like they casted a Pakistani man to play an Indian. I'm like, you've got to do better, Marvel. You can't do that. Mike Henry couldn't play Cleveland because he's white. Cleveland's a black cartoon character. So what makes you think it's all right to do that? You know what I mean? It's not. That Bollywood scene, Jeff, how cringe was that?
Oh, dude, I saw it with Nick. We both looked at each other like, what the hell is this?
I haven't. I gotta talk to Nick. Nick's got to come on too because I want to talk to him about this because I haven't talked to him about that. And I wanted to ask him like, what? How did what his reaction was probably like? Did he face palm?
Yeah, we looked at each other like, what the fuck is this? Because we had just gotten out of Universal Studios. So we were kind of like tired, but also on an adrenaline rush from all the roller coasters and fun stuff. And all of us, the general tenor of the group was confusion. Like, what are we actually watching here? That was the whole fucking thing.
Yep. It was terrible. Oh, I like this. Quarter Black Garrett for the new Black Panther, so it can be Quarter Black Panther. Thanks, Keely. What's this? Glinzer, 76 Batwoman video. ETAP must be stacking liquor like Nick Cage and leaving Las Vegas. Yeah, I'm in line for a liver transplant, actually. Okay, now my mouse is going crazy. Jesus, yeah, that's just, it's bad. It's bad. But yeah, that's coming out tomorrow. Man, it's going to be rough. I'm not going to lie. Every week I start to question my sanity a little bit more. And I only watch two or three people do reviews of them. I watch Az because I love Az and I hope to stream with him someday because I really want to talk Batwoman with him. I watch Thrice Unlimited because he looks like he would pull. He does, like, I swear to God, in between takes, I know he pulls his hair out. I'm like always tugging on my beard when I'm sitting behind there recording my voice tracks because I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? And then I watched a few of Gary's videos on it. But yeah, Az and Thrice are my main two. I watched one of JL Longbones last week, and that was kind of funny too. So
Az had some great points on the Eternals.
Oh, I didn't get to watch his whole review. I didn't get to watch his whole review of it.
One of his points was when Phastos told Icarus, "I've been waiting to clip your wings for a long time." Like, he just revealed himself as a villain like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Why would you, for a long time?
Yeah, it's like what kind of animosity did you have towards Icarus?
Yeah,
like and why?
And if there was some, it should have been explained in the movie. It should have been
So
shown.
Icarus wasn't the baby face?
No, it was a swerve. It was a swerve,
Okay.
bro. He was kind of like
thanks.
he was kind of a tweener at the end.
Okay.
But and then he just pouted and flew into the sun.
Yep.
Like, what the
isn't
fuck?
Isn't it ironic that a movie that's going to save lives through whatever is actually ended with suicide? Like, that's the message of this movie. Oh, you have too many emotions? Go kill yourself. Literally what happened in the film.
Yes. I was
thinking like a Disney Marvel movie.
That reminds me of the
sex scene,
pre-show.
suicide.
It's like,
It does.
I'm like, is this the message you really want to put out, Marvel? Like, I mean, I know you're trying to, make this a different kind of Marvel movie, but all right, let's do some holy shit news, shall we? Can we do some holy shit news? Let's do it. Here we go.
Holy shit!
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I don't know. Were you thinking, holy shit, a swordfish almost went through my head?
Holy shit! Holy shit! And all the assholes want us to shit all over everything. Holy shit!
Where's the Tylenol?
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the smoking gun. Cops. Woman stabbed cousin when he asked her to return a borrowed sex toy.
So
I got to go to Stroke Face Grace with that one. I don't even know what to say. So here we are. A dispute over a borrowed sex toy ended with another piece of the puzzle falls into place. A Kentucky woman stabbing her male cousin with a kitchen knife, according to cops who arrested the alleged assailant on multiple criminal charges. Police were dispatched late last month to a home in the city of Corbin after the occupant, crystal methamphetamine denim, called 911 to report that she had stabbed a relative. She looks like a methany. She does. She looks like Methany. Seen above, the 33-year-old Denham told officers that Michael Barton had come to her residence, no pun intended, and they had gotten into an argument over a sex toy, according to a court citation. Specifically, Denham added, she had borrowed it and he wanted it back. Okay. Sadly, the sex toy in question is not further described in the citation, which identifies Barton as Denham's cousin and neighbor. I'm taking it they live on plots right next to each other. Is that what they're called, or lots? Denham claimed after she told Barton to get off her property, he grabbed her by the elbow. Denham said she then used the kitchen knife in her hand to stab him, but she didn't even think she drew blood. Barton, cops report, suffered 3 minor cuts on his arm and back. He confirmed that the pair had gotten into an argument over the sex toy, adding that he went to leave and Denham began acting crazy. Denham was charged with felony assault as well as menacing, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest, all of which are misdemeanors. She is locked up in the Whitley County Detention Center in advance of a December 20th appearance in district court. So, the kissing cousins got in a fight over the sex toy, and Methany stabbed Hawkeye.
When it comes to family, don't lend money or sex toys. It always ends up like this.
You know what they say? Keep it in the family, says Brutal Morning Wood.
And it's Kentucky. What was the sex toy? A potbelly pig?
Oh,
I'm just glad I don't know these people.
Oh my
I
god!
kind of wish I did.
Right?
When you said Kentucky, I was like, oh my god, please don't be people I know.
Going deep, the Methany story. Me and one of my buddies, like, we like to, because like I live in an area with a lot of Wango Tango, as it were, if you get the WT initials, and yeah, we were when we were out trick or treating, we were pointing out all the Methanies as they drove by. It's like, oh yeah, there's one smoking in her car with her kids with the windows rolled up. I'm like, yep, right there. There's Methany. You know it.
Hey, I survived that shit.
Oh, so did I as a kid. Trust me. My mom used to smoke, what are those Benson and Hedges? They're like 75 feet long. Sit there in the 74 Caprice Classic, this cherry red, like 37-mile long car with a white vinyl top, smoking her square with the window just cracked enough with me and my little sisters in the back seat. I'm like, this can't be healthy. Mom, should you be doing this? Just give me one of those, Mom. I'm like 7. Just give me one.
I don't understand how kids who grew up watching their parents smoke ended up smoking. Like, I smoked for a damn decade like a dumbass.
Same. You know, it happens. But Methany here, you know, we don't know what the sex toy was, but I would say, I saw somebody in the chat said cue the banjos. I think that was Godzillionaire. Yep, it was Godzillionaire. I should have done a video clip of the dueling banjos with her face and try to find the defendant or the plaintiff in this, and you know, motion track their heads on them, kind of like I did with Bree and the Predator. But
you should start a GoFundMe to get her own sex toy.
Why not?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'll donate a couple bucks.
I got 5 on it. I got 5 on buying Methany her own dildo. You know,
I wonder what they were sharing. Never mind. I don't want to know.
So I guess the cousin keeps the dildo because he got stabbed. Is that how this works?
I think.
Okay.
I bet you it was a Sibian. I bet you it was a Sibian.
I'd fight. I could people fighting over that. I get it.
Yeah.
I'd fight
Give
over
it back.
We'll resell it.
Give it back. No, it's mine.
Kickstart Sibian.
Starts like an old ass Honda motorcycle. No, you got to choke it. Cops farting, no courtesy flush led to jail attack. Alleged assailant accused roommate of stinking up the cell.
Hell yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, Exhibit A, it's a Florida inmate. No, Cisco, you go away.
obviously, if it involves a courtesy flush and farting, that means that he was ripping up a storm before he took a shit, so you knew those stunk.
Yep.
And then he finally drops the bomb, and his roommate is like Fastos in Hiroshima.
I'm feeling like I'm watching the Eternals tonight, just out of order.
Yeah, you pretty much are.
I got a lathe. I'll make her a super huge dildo. Oh, Jesus, Nano. Oh, God. He was dropping a Brandon. Oh, so let's meet our contestants here. So Florida inmate charged with assaulting his roommate. I love how they call them roommates. Told cops that the victim farts too much, stinking up the cell, and he fails to give a courtesy flush after using their shared toilet. It's Tommy. Is that Macho Man and Tommy Chong's illegitimate son? Oh, yeah. Hey, man, this guy keeps stinking up the cell, brother. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something. You keep stinking up the cell. I'm going to get the top of the cage and I'm going to drop the elbow on you. I'm going to give myself a fucking aneurysm. How did he do that for so long?
Maybe it's Rob Zombie after his weave grew out.
Well, he doesn't look like he's singing Everybody's Fucking in a UFO anymore, but investigators allege that Christopher Callan, 33, pummeled Amado Dominguez Cuevado, 57, during a confrontation Thursday night inside their Monroe County Detention Center in Key West. Callan, seen above, has been jailed since his arrest in late September for failing to register as a sex offender with Florida officials.
Shocking.
That's not a surprise. Convicted in 2012 in Colorado. Dominguez Cuevado, locked up on $40,000 bond, has been in custody since February for aggravated battery and indecent exposure. During an interview at the hospital emergency room, Dominguez Cuevado said he was cleaning up the toilet when Callan grabbed him by the shirt and began punching him in the face and the ribs. Dominguez Cuevado, cops noted, stated he had no idea why he was being attacked out of the blue, and then it seemed random.
He shit his pants.
Hey, that looks like the bad guy from 976 Evil. Hang on a second. Yeah, Jesus. Hang on. All right, it is. I don't know his name. It's gonna trip me out though, because I swear to God, he looks like the bad guy. It's fucking eerie. Like,
why is his head and face two different colors?
That's a toughie. That's a toughie. Let me find a good enough picture of this guy. I can't find one. Oh, here it is right here. Here's kind of one right here. Yeah, check this out. He kind of looks like him. All right, let's see here. See, look at.
I think I know that actor.
I can't remember his name.
Not personally. I know who you're talking about. I see him in other stuff.
This movie, like 976 Evil 2, Astral, is horrible, but my God, is it fun to watch? It really is. Let's go back over to our farting inmate and his victim.
Farticle.
The farticle. Sharts and inmate attack. The attack left Dominguez Cuevado with 2 missing teeth, a broken rib, swollen and bruised lips, and a left orbital socket. When questioned by cops, Callan, whose knuckles and hands were red, appeared to provide a motive for the assault, complaining about his cellmate's flatulence and toilet habits. He also complained that Dominguez Cuevado speaks weird languages, according to the arrest report. That's, okay. Callan was charged yesterday with aggravated battery by an inmate, a felony for which he is scheduled to be arraigned on November 19th. The judges ordered Callan to have no contact with Dominguez Cuevado. So I take it they don't share a cell anymore.
Rightly so.
Yeah. Jesus.
He's obviously not from here. He's not used to the grain bologna that fucks his stomach up.
Right.
Give the guy a break. Like shit.
Oh, God. Wait. Uh-oh. Clone Geek. Buffalo Jeff. Who are you and where are my horses?
Uh-oh.
My horses. Where are they?
I love that video. I just love to troll Dion with it.
Oh, that's got to be fun.
Oh, it is.
Oh, Jesus. Did you call him as Buffalo Jeff on his birthday?
Well, he was just here today. He came
that's
to
right.
visit.
That's
So,
right. He just flew out today, right? They just went
So this
home.
morning I just was, we were all in a rush, but last night on the live stream I was like,
Hello, Dion. I'm right next to you.
and he's like, it's so uncomfortable in person.
I loved. We were on I think it was Jesse's stream that night, and you kept doing it. Wasn't Mary on there too? And no, it was the High Council, wasn't it? I can't remember. I think it was the High Council I was on. You kept doing that, and Mary kept freaking out about it.
Yep.
That never gets old. That never gets old.
Oh, it makes me laugh.
She's gonna be on one of our Rogue streams here pretty soon, so it'll be fun to stream with Mary. It'll be fun to stream with Mary again. Here we go, our third and final holy shit news, and it's, of course, brace yourselves, another Florida story. In plea deal, Walmart perv cops to felony. Floridian 21 masturbated on a female shopper. Yeah, I went down to the Walmart for some bread, maybe to get a sweatshirt, and somebody came on me. This guy kind of looks like the guy who'd come on somebody in public. Tony, did LMP get caught?
Oh,
yeah. Damn, Liquid Metal Pro got arrested.
That's what he looks like.
clip that and drop it in the chat for him, Tony.
BLMP.
But you've really moved up from walking down the road in New York and letting us hear all the sounds of the traffic to masturbating on female shoppers in a Walmart. Oh, at least
maybe it was his first time in a Walmart.
I thought everybody did this here. He went Jeffrey Tubin in real life. November 5th. In a plea deal, a Florida creep who was spotted masturbating on the back of a woman shopping with her son in the toy aisle of a Walmart.
What?
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
I can't even fucking
like that. If you're gonna masturbate in Walmart, not in the toy aisle, dude. Go out to gardening.
I'm never touching another toy in Walmart again.
Jesus.
What the fuck? This is as bad as when Vinny was doing the Mike Lindell impression last Monday. Oh, during a circuit court hearing Wednesday for Elias Floor, 21, pleaded no contest to a felony child abuse charge in connection with a vile act in a Walmart in Winter Haven in December of 2019. Pictured it right, Floor was originally charged with lewd and lascivious behavior in the presence of a child under the age of 16. Floor copped a lesser child abuse count. As part of a plea agreement, prosecutors dropped a misdemeanor battery count. Upon, I was like, please tell me they didn't put pictures up here. I ain't going to scroll down any farther.
I was looking at the upon completion. I'm like, what? But not his prison term. Okay.
Yeah. That's a bad place to put a ... Upon completion of his prison term, Floor, who was taken into custody following his plea, will be placed on probation for 3 years. He was ordered to pay $900 in fines and court costs, and he'll undergo psychosexual evaluation. Can we just old yeller this guy? I mean, let's be honest here. In terms of rehabilitating criminals in the rehabilitative justice model, I really don't think there's any redemption for somebody who comes on a customer in Walmart. I really don't. I mean, once you bust a nut on a fellow shopper at a Walmart, it's pretty much all out the window from there.
How long were they standing there? How did he? And he did fit. Even I'm not that good. How long did it take this dude?
He's like, don't move. What? Don't move.
I'll get you a smell.
According
to a Winter Haven police report. Floor approached the victim from behind while she was shopping with her 12-year-old son. Floor unzipped his pants, pulled out his penis, a police affidavit reported. Getting within an arm's reach of the woman who's facing away from him shopping, he masturbated until he ejaculated on the pants of the victim onto her buttocks.
What could they have been looking at that was that interesting that they didn't see this dude jerking off behind him?
Eternals toys.
There were just so many. There were just so many.
Was
They
this
were
guy
looking for
looking at-
Fastos.
They're so
I was just
diverse,
going to say that,
and
Jeff.
the shelves are so stacked that you have to flip through it to figure out if everybody's represented. That explains it. You're perfectly right.
That could have been a defense in court. Like, hey, I wasn't jacking off to her. I was jacking off to the toys. They just happened to be there.
It was Fastos. It was all Fastos. It was Fastos all along, Austin.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh God, this like how can you take that seriously? She's like, should I be doing this?
Well, that's not the case here.
Oh, after police released the store surveillance photos of the suspect, Floor, who lives a few miles from the Walmart, turned himself in and reportedly admitted to masturbating in front of the child while in the store. The battery count, cops noted, was filed since the victim did not give Floor permission to ejaculate on her. Hey, look, I'm going to. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Just do your business. Finish up. These are stain-resistant pants. It's fine.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is Mr. Yamaguchi-san from Kind Stone America?
Yeah.
Time for choppy choppy.
I mean, you know,
To go.
the punishment that fits the crime. You know,
Right.
I think somebody should just come on his legs, like
Right,
constantly.
Well, that's the thing about people like that in prison, because he's going to be a registered sex offender now. When those guys go to prison and they get put in general population, they do not do too well amongst the other inmates who, shall we say, are a bit rougher around the edges and look down at people like that, who do things like that to women and children. So this guy is, and he looks like they're going to be bidding on his ass like an auction. So he'll belong to some bigger man in a cell, and I'm sure his legs will be ejaculated on quite frequently.
Yeah.
Tim's talks in the house. So you walked in at a great part, Tim. What's going on, brother? Welcome.
Yeah, regardless of what happened, he did that in front of a 12-year-old
Yep.
kid. Like,
Yep. Oh yeah, he'll like I said, he'll definitely get his. Nano says, I bet there were drugs involved. Oh, without fail there was. You like no normal human being with functioning synapses does anything
a
like
normal
yeah,
person.
he
on
definitely
drugs.
is fighting on behalf of drugs and the war on drugs.
Well, a normal human on drugs wouldn't fucking do that. He's got to have some like serious mental health issues.
that. Yeah, that's just
Like that's a lot of people do cocaine, but you don't hear about escapades in a Walmart like that very often.
normally it was just like cocaine nights were just strip club nights, but that was another life. I'm home alone. I can say this now. There's
I gotta
nobody
hear
in the
more of
house.
these.
There's that'll be for the next time we meet, and my wife's passed out and not around. There's also
Deal.
some
I would
fun-
never ask you to say this stuff.
There's also some fun stories from the Dominican involving that a couple of years ago. But yeah, it was not so much the doing as both is the procurement of that almost led to me ending up in one of those things like I got murdered abroad on investigative discovery. And well, in honor of that, I think
If you don't have a good cocaine story, have you lived? That is the question.
I got a few, and I got a few bad ones. But what I got that's really good is Wakanda Land. And for those of you in the chat who haven't seen it, or if you have seen it, we're going to enjoy it as I set up this first topic, ladies and gents. So here's Tony ToneDef's masterpiece, Wakanda Land.
Do you ever look around at your continent and feel a little down? ashamed of where you come from? Do you ever see your parents offered up to a Libyan warlord from your cage and silently wish to yourself, reality can be whatever I want? My friends, are you simply hungry?
Hi, I'm trans non-binary Disney CEO Bob JPEG, and I'm inviting you to experience the other side of reality. Relax, recuperate, and reinvent yourself at our newest and most diverse Walt Disney World Resort. When real life doesn't quite cut it, come experience our version of Africa. Introducing Wakanda Land.
Book your reservation at Wakanda Land today and get a free 30-day trial to Lucasfilm writer Leslie Headland's new dating app, Wine and Dine Steam. It's a sure thing every time. Available for download through the App Store or Google Play.
I almost forgot. It's Marvel time. So before we get into this, let's do this real quick.
That is
right.
awesome.
that is our Marvel topic intro right there, and I just want to talk a little bit about this Benedict Cumberbatch interview. He thought Doctor Strange was dated and sexist as a character.
Then why did he do it?
Money, money, money.
Money. Isn't that funny? And he's gonna get a big payday off of the sequel. Obviously, hail, awesome one, welcome. So I mean, it's just kind of funny that he comes out and makes these comments when his movie's coming out. Is it next year? It drops.
I mean, technically, he's in Spider-Man next month, so
yeah. Why would you denigrate?
Man, they've got me so excited for that. Oh wait, no, I'm not.
I don't. Does anybody see the Doctor Strange character as dated or sexist in any way? I can't get behind that at all.
No.
I saw him losing everything because of a freak accident, and he got into a argument with the girl that he loved / whatever. Like, he wasn't going around smacking asses in the movie, and I don't know.
No, he's probably honestly, if you look at it, like, as far as being like the alpha male type hero, he's not like that prototype.
Yeah.
You know, he's more of a cerebral and intellectual type hero, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't see his character at all as being sexist. How is he sexist?
Yeah.
Well, the answer to the question is, I'm a feminist just like you, interviewee. Yeah, I'm just like you.
Does anybody else remember the picture of him wearing that shirt that said "This is what a male feminist looks like" or something like that? He had a shirt on alluding to the fact that he was a male feminist.
I didn't know him and Mark Ruffalo were the same person.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's cringeworthy, you know, because I like the Doctor Strange character. I've got a few of the old school Doctor Strange comics, and I like them. You know, I dig the character.
Yeah, but it's the problem with the actors are the same problem with the characters. Everybody has to be homogenized to be the same thing. If you don't move in lockstep, then you aren't accepted. It goes back to the Letitia, whatever her name is, chick thing. You know, if you don't see everything exactly like I see it, then you're a no person. And so I'm sure that's all this comes down to. It's nothing about Doctor Strange. Just, you know, let me turn on my virtue signal real quick and show you just how noble I am.
Right. See, That's the thing is like I liked his movie. I liked his appearances in the the Avengers Infinity War. Um I just I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a like I said, I'm not a big Thor Ragnarok fan, so I can take or leave that. But his character, I like his character. I liked his appearances, but him as a man, I'm kind of questioning things now. You know what I mean? It's just like
Imagine if.
Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah. And well, imagine if they would have had him mentor Wanda in WandaVision. He'd probably be joining that 41% squad right now. Like, holy shit, dude.
I was a straight white male who gave advice to a female character. I must suffer for my sins and transgressions. Like,
Didn't they say he was legitimately cut just so that she wasn't taught by a dude?
Yes. Yep. And that was right from Feige. Because they
it goes back to what you said about Vince.
They didn't want him mansplaining.
Disney can't be happy that their one like reliable money maker is starting to flatten out, starting to bottom out.
Oh yeah, they're going to be happy they made the money they did because the law of diminishing returns is get drawing. It's the grip is tightening around the throat. So that's I wanted to touch on this real quick. And now let's talk about some everlasting survivors. So Oz, Jeff, I want you guys. This is you guys right here because this is you guys both had a hand in this book. So I want to talk about this now.
Oh yeah,
gladly. So in September of 2014, I met Jeff Hicks at Cincinnati Comic Expo. I jokingly say that The Rock is the reason we're friends, although it wasn't just The Rock. It was Power Rangers. It was all kinds of things. Jeff, everybody knows he has got a great personality, but like he had awesome art on his table, and that art drew me to the table, and the fact that we had similar interests, like I said, Power Rangers, wrestling, superheroes. I in moment one, I said, you like wrestling, you like comics. I have an idea where one of the lead characters is a wrestler. I don't know. It's crazy. Like from the first time that we met, I just had a feeling that this felt right. And when we first met, I didn't have money. It was only crazy circumstance that I even ended up there. It wasn't the plan for the day. I had no plans for the day, but people I knew were going, and so they said, "Hey, come along." Jeff gave me his business card. I still have it. I don't have it on me at the moment, but in January of 2015, I reach out to him and I say, "Hey, I got some dollars saved up. You want to do this thing?" So we meet up at a mall. And I just drove by there this past weekend, and I was like, "Oh man, that feels so good to be here." I know that I'd been there before, and you probably had too, but it was just like it brought back that moment of laying out the character designs and pitching where we're going with this, and it was cool. It was great. Such good stuff. I know that it seems like 2015 is so far in the past, but the fact is, because of bad experiences I had in wrestling where, you'd come in and you'd take the bumps, you'd do the work, but not get paid. It'd be a hot dog and a handshake and get you next time, kid.
Yep.
I told Jeff, I was like, we're only going to meet up. I'll give you pages when I got the money to pay for it. Even though he insisted, he was like, give me all the story. I'll draw. And I was like, I didn't want to do that. That's why it took so long. So, we got to 50 pages after I don't know what would you say, Joe? Probably 3 years maybe of different meetups here and there. But then
it didn't take that long.
Two or three. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. So but then World Class started taking off, and we never parted ways, if you will. But it was just Jeff was doing his thing, and which is awesome and great. And then I had another artist do 15 additional pages. So the book is 68 pages in totality. Jeff doing 53, and Nick Crook doing the additional 15 to get to the 68 pages for the first volume. I, as I said in the intro, I got so excited when all the pages were done. Everything was beautiful, bright and vibrant, that I was like, boom, I want to get this thing on Indiegogo 2/1/21. It just felt right. It was pretty. The problem is I didn't promote the book properly. I got on your show toward the tail end. You know, me and Jeff, we did 1 or 2 conversations, but again, it was toward the latter half because I didn't think ahead. So this time, before the relaunch, I'm on shows. This is the second time I'm here. I'm sure I'll be doing stuff with Jeff again, and other people. So and like I said at the top of it, it's not just going to be the book this time. There'll be pinups, there'll be trading cards, there'll be T-shirts. It's gonna the reason I want merchandising, as you put it, is for people like Jeff or Tony and Pete, everybody who's got the book already. I want you to be able to come to the campaign and say, you know what, I got the book, I like the book, I love the characters, I want more. And so you can just back the tier where you get the T-shirt and the trading cards, or you know, maybe you want the poster, that kind of thing. And so it broadens the appeal to both the people who have bought the book and enjoy it, and it opens it up to the new reader as well.
Absolutely. Now, how far do you want to take the story on the current trajectory?
Bare minimum, the story needs a trilogy. This is only the first half. Mm-hmm. That's bare minimum, though, for it to for what ground has been laid to come to bear. However, if we get to volume 3 and it's the most popular thing on the planet, it's going to go on forever and ever, obviously, because the characters, with the title of Everlasting Fiber is because the primary characters can come back from death blows, meaning the story can go on forever. There's no writing them off, bye, recasting, whatever. No, it's this, the characters can last forever. Which is the intent, and one of the primary reasons for that is because I want these to be bigger than myself, bigger than I just want them to have to live on,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like I said, minimum there will be 3. I don't care how broke I am or how unsuccessful I am. There need to be 3 just so that everything that has been started can get to a place of fulfillment, like to inner fulfillment, not necessarily sent out book fulfillment, but obviously that too. But yeah, it could legitimately go on forever. And I would say I have 10 years in my head that can happen. So that is the goal.
I think if you keep going the way you're going, you should be able to hit that easily, man. It's a great story, and like you said, the characters are very vibrant. It's very eye catching, and it goes along with the art and the story. Yeah, the art and the story go along great together. And Jeff, how did you come up with did Oz give you like parameters for character designs, or how did you work your designs?
Yeah, this is one of those weird cases where I met somebody that handed me a poster tube full of fairly large sheets of paper with the characters, the costumes worked out. This was one of those situations where he's like, "Can you make it look better?" And I went, "Okay." And I just drew what he drew, and I just drew it in more detail. So It's fun though, because the characters have, I don't know, they've evolved in a great way. Because you guys got to understand, the way I saw it is, we met at this convention. It was awesome. It was the highlight of the weekend. It's the part of the convention I remember the most because I've worked a bunch and some of these things, whatever. But I remember our meeting just like you did, Oz. And my mom to this day still asks how you are. Like, our meeting was awesome, and it was the first thing that I had really going for me outside of college, because I graduated early 2014. And then we get to late 2014, Oz and I meet. And that was really for a little while, my stream of revenue was working for Oz on this comic. And it was awesome. We would meet up in like Kentucky at another convention and shoot the shit and talk about pages and send stuff. It was cool because it was the first it was like the first time I worked with another professional. Like, Oz has always, like he said, I wouldn't make you work unless I could pay you. This dude always went to the nth degree. So while I don't really have a cool design story, our meeting is awesome. And then the way the story evolved, I get these scripts and we get excited and we talk. Did I send you layouts, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it's been a minute since I've drawn the layouts. I don't remember where those could even be at some point, but like, I remember working on this vividly because it was such an important one, because it taught me, it was like, oh, cool. Somebody hired me to do a whole book. I had been a part of other stuff. I had been, oh, could you add a couple pages to this or draw a poster here or there? But this was the first, front to back book. And we did 2 issues. And, I'm a wrestling fan too. I may not talk about it as much because I guess the people on my channel don't like it, but I'm a hardcore wrestling fan too. All of Oz's wrestling knowledge was awesome because we have a problem. We get together and we can't really just only talk about the book or work. It's like, hey man, what about this and that? Like the fucking pre-show behind the scenes, the 4 of us were geeking out over just everything. So, that's neither here nor there. The point is that like, it's a story that spoke to me and it's fun to be a part of because, I didn't write or design this one, but I'm a wrestling fan. I got to really stage the wrestling match. I'm pretty sure you just said wrestling match, right?
Yeah. So, I gave you like, drop down, shoulder tackle, whatever, but obviously you are the one who brought, I called the match, but you made it happen, basically.
That's the part of the comic I'm the proudest of.
Yeah. Love it. I love it. And as far as your mom, I love that. My mom was the same way. She would always ask how you're doing. And I'll be right back.
You're all right, brother. You're all right.
But
sorry.
Well, he was but no, we had so much just so many great interactions with the build up to this book, and it's been exciting for me because, like he said, the World Class Bullshitters channel's taken off. We've had Stealing Solo, we got Wokebusters, got other stuff, but it's always cool because it's like when I need it, Oz shows up. It's like, oh man, I'd really love to work on something. Well, we worked on something cool behind the scenes. Oh man, this and that. It just kind of always works out for us. Hell, the cover for the book came a little later than the book itself. And I just even remember that. That was honestly so many pages. After a while, they kind of blur together. But I remember that cover and how excited you were over the cover. And then, and then we sent it to is it Gustavo? Was the original colorist?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I can't tell you how many times just things fell right in place. So I had a friend who I wanted to be the colorist because I knew he was good in Photoshop. And I kept showing him this art over and over and over. And he's like, why don't you just hit up that guy? Because he's the person that every time I said I wanted to look like this, it was always the same dude. And I'm like, okay, I'll just do that. So I have this guy, Gustavo, and I was like, almost everything he colored was Marvel. He must just be a Marvel fan predominantly. But I said, dude, do you work for Marvel? Because everything I see you colored is Marvel. He's like, no. And I'm like, you want to work for me? He's like, yes. And so it was so cool.
Oh yeah.
I remember I was Ollie's when you messaged me those photos of his work. And I had never seen anyone color my work. When Oz sent me like it's in the book, the pinups and stuff, but they're like he sent me screenshots of the guy coloring the pages, and I had never seen the work colored before, and it was like I was geeking out too. Man, this project was a lot of fun.
It's crazy because you colored your own work, you were never happy with it.
Yep. I hate the color.
Like because even the second time we met, the first time after the convention, you gave me Wyatt family drawing, a Rollins and a Ron Simmons that's over here on my wall, and you were just never as big of a fan of your own coloring skills as you were, pencils and inks, and yeah, so it's just so good when things fit right in place because when we got the colors back from Madrid, Spain. That's where Gustavo is from. It was just like, yeah, this is the way it's supposed to be. And
It was exciting
I
because
freaking
it
love
was everything
this shit.
coming together.
Yes.
That's so. How long did you work on the concept for all this, Oz? How long were you developing all of it?
I'd say probably 2 years before I met Jeff. I tried drawing multiple pages myself, because the character designs I gave Jeff were things I had done in anticipation of potentially figuring out how to do this myself. But every time I would do it, I just felt like I wasn't good enough. And at the time, I was married, and my wife left, and she was like, "Oh, you're a hopeless loser, will never accomplish anything." And so I'm hoping that she wasn't right.
She's wrong, dude. Look what you've already accomplished. This book is in print.
She was wrong.
Right. Well, and furthermore, it's the idea that it's not just that it's in print. It's that it's quality. And I'm sorry to put Arn Anderson here and toot my own horn, but like, you know, when things make sense, like, I'm not saying this is a hard hurdle to jump, but when things make sense, that's damned important. We've all, I'm sure we've all seen or read things that don't make sense. Maybe like the Eternals, if you will.
That's a good analogy.
And so, you know, I by no means am saying I am perfect, but what I am saying is I care about these characters, but they do make sense for their character, and each part of the story will lead to a new thing developing, and it will be coherent. Like if you buy it and read it, you will understand, and everything it won't be the Eternals. Not that's I'm just saying, because that's what's in the conversation at the moment.
I wouldn't be attached to anything that's like the Eternals, so you don't have to even tell them. It's like, look, dude, no. But
well, you did give them $50, didn't you?
What?
The Eternals, you gave them $50, right?
Well, Marvel's given me back so much more.
That's true.
I'll let you guess what that means. But no, I don't have any connections to Marvel. Fuck them. But no, with our comic that we did, it was, you talk about the love and care for the characters. Like, it was there on the page in the script. Like, I could tell how important these things were. Each character has a bit of you in it, which is a sign of a good character creation, because it's like, look, I'm going to put myself out there. I'm going to let people learn about me. That, you know, sometimes it takes a little more than people would give it credit for. So, like, the love was there, the premise was there. I'm excited as a fan to know what's next, because I know more than everyone here. I've seen the pages.
Well, that, and the next volume there's a new artist. I mean, he's already a part of the team, but the next volume is being done by the colorist of, one second.
Oh, you mean February?
Yeah, he's the ongoing artist after this becomes successful, and it's, you know, right up there with Cyberfrog and Graveyard Shift. February has agreed to be the artist going forward. You know, obviously no knock on you, but just because you are you know, busy with your own projects.
Oh yeah,
and
dude, I got you guys to work together because he's my personal colorist. He's the shit. I love that guy.
And again, he's another one of those pieces that just like, I loved his colors. Always, I mean, never ever did he disappoint. But it was the fact that we became friends. And he'd be like, "Oh, I did this doodle tonight." I'm like, "That doodle is stellar. Like, you're not doodling, you're doing killer work." And then that's what got me. So he's done so many pieces of the characters that he's getting his own rhythm and finding how to put his spin on things. And yeah, it's going to be exciting, because again, now you'll, you know, you're always going to be an insider, but, you know, you'll be more surprised at developments now that he's going to be taking the reins.
I had to
in
study
volume 2.
I studied his designs when we worked on that cover. It was all the stuff of his that I looked back, not even my own pages of the shit that I pulled out the book and I was like, all right, this is cool. But February's stuff I looked at for the new cover.
Do you have that handy?
You want me to show
to
it off?
promote? If you don't mind.
I would love to, but here's the thing. I have learned that usually when you get commissioned for work or something, usually the writer is the one that tells you when to share it. So I was waiting for you to say something. I could have promoted it weeks ago. It's been done. You've seen it colored. It's awesome. I'm proud of this thing. Let me
absolutely
export it real quick in a JPEG so I can share it on the stream tonight. But yeah,
absolutely. I'm also proud of it. I had also waited because I hadn't talked to you about the idea of putting it out there. So I guess we're having that talk live.
Hey, that's the best part about YouTube, when people hear about backroom business deals live in front of them.
Yep.
Hey, McKinney 90's here. Oh, he's
hey,
excellent.
Makini. What's up, Makini? Yeah, this is another really, really, really good artist. Makini. He knows how to draw the women with that wagon. I'll give him. My what did we call him the other night? The master of the camel toe, I think it was. Maggie, we love you, brother. We love you, man. Another fellow rogue. He's got his Makini live show, his series, and he's. Are you still doing commissions, Makini? Here we go. We got some. We get to unveil this. We get to unveil this live on the air. So here we go. Boom.
Let me zoom in a little.
The new Jetpix cover for the relaunch.
Yes.
So when I talked about, or jokingly said about, like, when Oz comes into your life when you need him the most, all joking aside, I was like, man, I really would love to work on something that's going to make me pay attention to this iPad and learn how to do shit with it. And you just came out of the blue one day and said, hey, would you be willing to do a cover? And I was like, of course. So there we go.
Love it.
That is sexy.
Yeah, I was drawing it at Horror Hound, so that's what I was doing most of that week.
I saw him doing it on a live stream. I was driving to Cincinnati, and my YouTube was like, hey, Jeff Hicks, watch this shit. I started watching, I was like, I know what he's drawing. I didn't say it in the video, but I said it to myself.
Oh, dude, it was so fun to unveil it to you because you hadn't seen anything. I was like, yeah, I'll just show it to you in person. Like, I can't wait. And so there we go. Thank you very much, Makini. I appreciate that. It was, I always love to talk about the art. You're an artist, so you'll get it. Like I said, got this iPad, been testing it out, trying to learn Procreate. And Oz, I'll send you the video, actually. I have a video of this being drawn if you'd like to have it.
Absolutely.
Do a promotion. Because you'll be able to see, like, okay, you got to remember, it's been a minute since I've read the script, but the blue guy Dom in the middle, he was the first one, but like, Reese in the ice, he's been drawn like 6 different times. Like, I love the characters because they're, they got these cool, fun, universal superpowers. And so when you go to work on them, it's like, all right, I need to convey speed and this and that. And there's just so many cool things you can pull from and do with these characters. And there you go. There's the newest iteration of them. We have Sublime Eyes, Dom, and Reese.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
What's up, guys? Just stopped in to give my man a kiss.
I was watching your stream earlier.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm excited.
I got to watch a little bit when I was getting ready for the show. I was like, oh, Jesse's streaming. I'll turn that on.
Yeah, we were having a good time. Anna had to leave a little early, so I pulled out the guitar and gave her a little preview of what I do over on 17 Live on the Tube of Views. It was exciting.
Right. Well,
sounded good.
Thank you for stopping in.
My pleasure. Nice to say hi to everyone.
I got my hat. I'm chilling right now. I got my hat on. I get asked. I wear this at the school and I get asked about it. Like, it was what's one of the kids? What's Stealing Solo? I'm like, it's a comic book that was written and drawn by one of my fellow YouTubers, a friend of mine. And I said, I got this hat when I met him, and I wear it. Because like even some of the parents in line, because they know I'm a YouTuber, so it's like they're well, what is that? And I tell them, I said, well, it's a channel. And it's like I look around, I'm like, it's called World Class Bullshitters. Now, have you, Jeff? Have you heard my son say that? Did I send you a message with it? Because he says that all the time now.
Oh no, I haven't heard it. You'll have to send it to me.
I think I sent one to Nick the one day. He was like, I was like, who's on? He goes, oh, Nick. I was like, yeah, he's from. He goes, where's he from? I said, World Class Bullshitters, and he says it now. He does. He sits there, and Trey goes, welcome to World Class Bullshitters. It's funny.
Yes.
It's funny.
Hey,
oh yeah, dude.
The next generation.
That makes me think. If I had hats produced, would you possibly maybe think about wearing one?
Who, me?
I would.
Yes, you.
Yeah, absolutely. I love hat, dude. I own I have 70 freaking beanies. I'm like, this is all I wear. That and my beat up Tigers hat that I've had longer than I've had my wife. So yeah, man.
So I don't know where to get hats made, but obviously I have a vast collection of hats myself. So yeah, I'm totally down for putting that logo on a hat and getting the word out to everybody.
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea, dude. Like you said, merchandising, you know?
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, I know multiple places to get shirts, obviously. And shirts are great, but like the hat, man, I just love it. And just like you said, people want to ask, hey, what is that?
Oh yeah.
And I see the book as PG-13. I don't heavily curse, but I don't hold back. If I feel like that a word belongs here or there, I'll say it.
What the fuck?
And so again, when it comes to advertising, I do believe that most people can enjoy the product.
Oh, dude, everyone's gonna love this book because it's a superhero comic that has 3 interesting heroes. You have a setup for a supervillain that you don't even know where it's going to go yet. You're introduced to him. You know he runs shit. Like there's so many good threads. When you launch a superhero story, you want to know where it's going to go. You want layers. That's what you have with these guys.
Yes.
Reese is an actor. You talk about a guy with a sense of duty. He's on top of the world, man. He's got money. He's got fame. In the book, he gets recognized. He goes out and parties. But he's got a sense of duty. He wants to protect people. He's a superhero. Same with Dom. He's a wrestler, but still wrestling. Wrestling's an honorable profession. I'm tired of people shitting on pro wrestling, man. Shout out to all the pro wrestlers, top to the bottom. You're working for a hot dog and a handshake or a $750,000 payout at WrestleMania. Batista. How is he broke? Never mind. I'll get on that.
Fool. Don't get me started on that.
And then you have Sublime Eyes, who is a nurse. She works in a hospital. You're in the story. You see her deal with human fragility in a level that she may not have to deal with as a superhero. So, folks, there's a lot of layers and depth with the characters that you definitely want to pick up early because, like you said, Oz, you have endless possibilities. You know where to take these characters. You have so much on the page right now. It's exciting.
I love the care that you take with your description. It's both compelling and non-revealing, because when you were talking, I was like, but then you skirted it so good when you were talking about what she deals with, because I love what she deals with, but I also, when I talk, sometimes I share too much, and man, you're so good at the pitch.
I'm almost world class. Not sure. But in all seriousness, though,
absolutely world class. Absolutely.
The difference is, though, I'm reading it as somebody who would read the book. So I'm getting accurately excited as someone who would then buy the book. So, folks, if you like the way I'm talking about it, that is in between the cover. This cover, now, will they be able to get the other cover or no? Just the new one?
I don't actually plan on reprinting the others. I mean, if there's some major demand, I can. But I kind of like the idea that there are only 100 of these that exist, and that there are only 50 of these that ever exist. Because I'm not attempting to create scarcity, because the contents are the same within this book or within this cover. They will be the same as the other two. But I just think that for all of the people who are there from day one, you and at Pete and everybody who was there from day one, they have, 1 of 100 or 1 of 50. Whereas these, I hope that my goal is the sky's the limit. But yeah, I don't actually plan on reprinting the original covers.
Well, then you made me very happy that you told me the print run. I own 10% of the entire print run, so I'm going to hold on to that book like it's gold.
That is correct. You do, yeah.
100 copies printed. But the cool thing is, though, dude, you now have something super rare. Like, by mistake, I accidentally have these really weird, rare issues of Stealing Solo, the ones that the first company messed up.
Oh, yeah.
You have something super rare. Now, I went on and reprinted and did it, and that's all in the past, but I have the super rare ones. So you have these super rare ones. When you start to get action figures made of the characters and the big posters and all the fun stuff like that, that's going to be that book that holds on to the value, dude. Look at the Mirage TMNT, a couple $1,000 you can get for an issue of that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I know some people who 3D print action figures. I have some ideas for that down the line if this goes the way I want it to.
You might need to hook me up with those people because I might need some 3D printed action figures soon.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, when we get off here, I can just like that. Yeah, for sure.
Dude, you got my direct line. You know what's up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's the thing I kind of wanted to do. I always wanted to do that when I was still wrestling, was get an action figure made. Do
you guys know the Galoob line from WCW 92, 91, 92?
Galoob back then.
Things like this.
Okay, I was to say I don't think I ever had any of the Galoob ones from that. I had the bunch of the Revcos.
1 second.
You mean the Remco wrestling figures from back in the day?
Yeah, the AWA ones. The first ones I ever had. I still got the Road Warriors.
Funny thing is, I only inherited a handful of things from my dad, but those old Remco style figures with the ring and all that shit, Ric Flair, the Road Warriors, we had all those from the AWA.
I sold all mine, except for the Road Warriors, which are the only two, the first two I ever got. With my, let me turn my camera here over on the wall over there. You see the ring, the old LJN ring. I got that when I was like 4 years old. That's the original one I had. So when I set up the entryway, I think Jeff, you might have seen this on Facebook. Me and Trey took his blocks and built an entryway down to the ring. We took my tablet and used that as a Titantron. We made an entrance for the wrestlers, and we had little entrance videos for them. We were doing that with the ring and the wrestlers and shit. Yeah, I have only, like I said, the Road Warriors ones. I had Butch Reed, Ronnie Garvin, Steamboat, Flair, Jimmy Garvin, a bunch of obscure ones, and yeah, I sold them when I started buying Star Wars figures again back in like 2016. I sold a bunch of my wrestlers, my original Ghostbusters toys.
Oh no!
Yeah, I had the four main figures: Stay Puft, Slimer, the Firehouse, the Ecto One, the little Volkswagen that turned into the bug, the green bug that popped out.
Have I ever told you the story when my mom was, I don't know, right when she was either pregnant with me or right before, she took an extra job working at Kenner. She packed all those Stay Puft Marshmallow Men in boxes. So there's a good chance that you got one that my mom packed here in town.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's so awesome.
Yeah, I heard this story.
I fucking love Kenner, man. I wish they were still around. Hasbro ruined toys.
Dude, I have 2 of the Kenner Ewoks, and they say made in Cincinnati, Ohio on them. I have it's Nippet in Mookie, I think his name is. But yeah, 2 there. I got them when I was a kid. They're just little stuff, and Trey sleeps with them every night still. But yeah, those are and you can barely see on the tag. It's Kenner, Cincinnati, Ohio, and it says the Ewoks names on. It's got the Star Wars logo.
Even though I hate the Ewoks, even that sounds awesome.
Dude, I have wait, hang on a second. I have to go off camera here because I have to reach over the other side of the room and grab this. But
yeah, Jeff, since he's gone, this is the style figure I was going to aim for because it doesn't require a lot of articulation. And I figured that my friend could probably 3D print just a singular pose, like in Dom's case, like almost in motion, or Reese like this kind of thing.
When you need help with those, come to me, because I've always
sure.
wanted to design an action figure. That's my goal in life is toys. I like toys more than everything. So I will help you design all your shit
so
for that.
Just like in the beginning, I have terrible drawings that I will send you, and then you can make it better.
Awesome, dude. It's toys. I want to be involved and help. I love them so much.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh shit! There you go. What you got? Oh, there you go. The board game.
It's still in the original plastic.
Dude, nice. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's I'll never open this because the premise of the game is just horrible, but it's just kind of a cool little thing that one of the wife's friends sent to me and Trey, along with a big Chewbacca and Darth Vader statue that are on his Star Wars shelf in his room. So yeah, that's just like I'm not a big fan of the Ewoks either. Out of all the Star Wars, and we've had this discussion about Star Wars action figures, Jeff, I have one Ewok, and that's Low Gray. That's the only one I have. I'm like, I never got any more of them. I did want the Ewok Village just because it's a cool play set, but I never wanted the Ewok figures.
Yeah, because they're just little teddy bears.
I was rooting for them to die in Return of the Jedi. Like the older I got, I'm like I laughed when the walkers were killing them. I'm like, you know what? I'm not even mad at this. I'm not even mad.
I'm there too.
I was like, my kid likes him. He's 6 years old though. He likes him. He's got a snugly little Ewok. So, but yeah, I just thought that was cool to be able to give him those. I'm like, here, man, because I saw, like I said, that was the first movie I ever saw in the theater was Return of the Jedi. My mom took me to see that, and that's the only reason I went to see Rise of Skywalker was because I didn't know if she was going to be around for another Star Wars movie. And I'm like, as bad as this is, Mom, I'm going to get stoned. We're going to go watch this together. And she was like, all right.
Rise of Skywalker was Force Awakens was the last movie that I saw in theaters with my mom, and okay. I wish it wasn't. I wish it wasn't, because that was no fun.
At least it wasn't Last Jedi.
Right? Yeah, that's. I guess that's a plus. I checked out from Star Wars after I watched Force Awakens. I was like, well, I guess I'm done.
Yeah. See, I got one of my and I've told this story in the air. One of my coworkers, when I was working at the dealership, bought me a ticket. He goes, hey man, we hung out sometimes. Let's go see the Last Jedi. I'm like, I don't know if I want to watch. Oh, come on, let's go watch. I'm like, all right, so went burned a couple, got something to eat, and we go to the theater. And within a couple minutes of the movie starting, I'm sitting there and I'm looking at him going like, is this not bothering you at all? And he's like, what? I'm like, okay. All right. So maybe it's just me, it's like that episode of South Park where Stan's getting older and all the music sounds like shit.
Yeah.
And that's basically what I thought. And like I said, I kind of, for months after that, was like getting beat up in groups and Star Wars groups I was in, because I'm like, this just isn't a good movie. And, you're just this and you're that. And then, like I said, and this is I've said this before, and I'm not saying this because Jeff was here. And then I found one of Jeff's Last Jedi videos, and I'm like, wait a minute, and it led me down that YouTube rabbit hole. And that's how I kind of found the Fandom Menace. And, and it was like,
I'm not alone. Yeah, exactly.
That's it, and it's like, okay, it's not just me, and that gives you a little more leg to stand on in your, in your stance on. It's like, okay, so I'm not the only one that thinks this movie is dog shit. So, but it is, and it's funny how one bad movie brought so many different people from so many different walks of life together. It's a gift and a curse at the same time.
It's Spider-Man.
Oh, that movie, this one coming out scares me. This scares me because the expectations for this are impossibly high.
It's the fans and the people on the internet that are perpetuating certain rumors' fault.
Yeah,
I'll never make an excuse for Disney or Sony or Marvel.
No,
but like,
are they even trying?
I don't think they're trying.
No,
but I say this with like absolute, like, I love Spider-Man to the nth degree. You're not going to find many bigger Spider-Man fans than me. Don't expect this shit, man. I don't think that's what we're going to get on film. Do I want it on film? Yeah, it'd be cool. But
yeah.
Tom Holland is too successful of a Spider-Man. They usually pull these vintage classic actors that play the superheroes when they need them the most. Michael Keaton's coming back to play Batman to help a Flash movie make money.
Yep.
Spider-Man Solo last movie made $1 billion by itself. Usually that's kind of like a desperation attempt. I want to be wrong. I would love to see Tobey Maguire and hear the old Danny Elfman theme play on the screen.
God, dude.
But I think we have more of a chance of getting alternate versions of Tom Holland's Spider-Man than we have like Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, and what's his face, Tom Holland running around.
I wonder if that's what it's going to be. It's going to be three, Tom Hollands.
I saw a thing, and it I'm sure this is just people fucking around, but it was Preppy Flash as Venom and not Mary Jane as an alternate Earth Spider-Woman, which seems far more plausible than bringing in, like Jeff said, the stars of the prior generation, is them promoting or raising up these side tier characters to be equal to Tom Holland.
The problem I see with Flash is you've got, back in the day, Flash Thompson, Joe Manganiello, is a physically imposing guy, and that was made in 2002. So it was like he was still the physical bully. Now it's like basically Flash Thompson is like a cyber bully. I mean, he's a little bitch. Like Peter Parker, Tom Holland could whip his ass. Like, I mean, and it's like you've got Michelle Jones. Zendaya is a talented young lady. She's, this is just not the role for her. I don't know what that role is outside of The Greatest Showman, but I mean, this is not her bag. And we know we're getting that at some point, like a live action Spider-Woman movie. So I'm wondering like if they're going to tease that at all. But I mean, we know we're going to get the villains probably. We got Doc Ock and Goblin, Electro.
Yeah, I think he's at 100% confirmed.
Yeah, but as far as Maguire and Garfield go, I think Jeff's right. It's the expectations are too high, and it's going to be a letdown when we get 3 different Tom Hollands.
Will you humor me for just a moment?
Yeah.
I want to show you just one image. I don't have anything crazy photoshopped or anything controversial, but there's a really famous photo of Tobey Maguire from Spider-Man 3. I'm going to look for it right now. Again, I thought pulled up, but it's him with his mask. Everybody knows this photo. He's just standing in front of the window.
Yep. The black suit?
I think, no, actually he's just standing there in his red suit.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure the image that John Campea is out there tweeting out is a photoshopped version of him holding his suit, like him standing there. Somebody drew in or added in legs because the real photo doesn't go all the way down his body. But then they just photoshopped the head. Like I looked at the image and I went, this image, this pose, this body standing here, I'm pretty sure that's from Spider-Man 3. And here I found it. And I got one standing next to Tom Holland. But a lot of this stuff is just photoshops, bad photoshops, but people are so excited. We've literally never seen such bad photoshops get so much attention. Like here, this photo of Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man.
Okay.
And if you guys want to go and look up some of those John Campea ones, I'm pretty sure that the one that features Spider-Man Tobey Maguire looking up as Andrew Garfield sits on a thing on a gantry in front of a blue screen. I'm almost positive that this is the image used in that Photoshop. So not to kill the fun, because I do want all of this shit to be great. I want everyone to go have fun, but I do not believe that this image that John Campea is sharing, this specific one, because I've never done this for all of them yet, but I believe that the one of them standing there is based on this image. And I was trying to pull it up for you right now to give you another example, but when I do, I'll make a video and show you. But
all right, freaking Campea, go figure. Like, well, he hasn't had much of his. I completely forgot about him after Star Wars kind of just went away, because
that's why he's involved with this.
That's the only way he can maintain any relevance, because like Star Wars was his bread and butter, basically. I mean, he just kind of faded away. And never, now he's got a manufacturer. It's that canned heat. That to coin a wrestling term, it's canned heat.
Yep. I'm trying to get I'm a Spider-Man fan. Like, you put out a pretty good trailer.
Yeah.
But God, now you're going and you're trying to get people to believe this shit. Like the fans want this so much, and we might for the first time have a fairly decent Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, but people might get upset because it doesn't feature this.
And that's it, because Kevin Feige just came out and said people might be disappointed by this next Spider-Man movie, and it's like, why would Feige say something like that? You know, a month, basically we're a month and a week out from release, right? Because it comes out the 17th of December.
Yep. By the way, Pete, I found the image.
Okay.
I'll send it to you on a private message.
All right.
You can check yourself.
All right. You know, and I want to go see this one in the theater. This is, I mean, let's face it. I went to see Eternals. I went to see Shang-Chi. I went to see Black Widow, and I've been disappointed the last 3 Marvel movies I've seen.
Maybe that's why he's warning you.
I mean,
maybe he's like, well, everybody's been disappointed so far, so I'll just give him a heads up this time.
Oh shit! Nano Reaper makes John Campia's Doomcock. Oh no! Oh no!
Well, John Campia has never been a friend of mine. I have an old video called, it's the second shill video I ever did about John Campia. I take great pride when you Google John Campia just regularly, our video about him is pretty much locked to him forever. So that makes me happy because I do feel that guy represents an issue, but we'll talk about that later. I don't know, man. Spider-Man fans, please do not get your hopes up. If you know, I hope this doesn't kill Spider-Man movies or call for a reboot or some bullshit because people didn't like that they didn't get the internet rumors. That's why internet rumors are dangerous.
Yep. And that goes along with that like the mob mentality almost. You know what I mean? You get that you get that whole it's that cult of personality, the tempered expectations, you know, because you buy into one thing, you buy into one this is what it is, and then all that build up and you have no delivery and you're sitting around going, well, wait, what? You know,
Pete, remember Mephisto was going to be in WandaVision. Mephisto. We had a fucking 100 websites. Mephisto confirmed. Mephisto confirmed. Where the hell was Mephisto? Nowhere. Spider-Man is Mephisto. Like,
yep.
No one gives a shit after they get all riled up.
I tried to put that out of my fucking head. Oh God, that was bad. It was so bad. Like WandaVision, and I enjoyed the first couple episodes because I liked the sitcom aspect of it. I did. I enjoyed that nod to those classic sitcoms, even up to the Malcolm in the Middle stuff. But the mainline story in that show just shit the bed completely. It was everything was red herrings and garbage. And then you went from that into Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which was
I'm going to stand by what I said off air, which is I think that there's a good 2-hour movie in that, like 6 hours worth of stuff. And had they made the opposite choice, which is to put the C, D, E level stuff on Disney Plus, people will watch it because it's being pumped in their TV. Yeah. And then if you make a good movie out of the 6 hours worth of content that they shot, okay, throw away 4 hours worth of, boom, we got, you know, a good 2 and a half hours worth of action. Yeah. Then I think that especially, I wouldn't have called it Falcon and Winter Soldier. I would have been like Captain America, some cool subtitle. But yeah, I think that if they'd have switched that up, if they'd have put Shang-Chi on Plus and, you know, Captain America's Legacy in the movie theaters, then I think that would have been better, both for telling the story, because you're not dragging a bunch of crap out and throwing a bunch of, you know, My Sister and the Banker story crap into it.
Captain America, the oppressed soldier.
But, well, again, those things to me would hit the cutting room floor. But but and you know, maybe you could spend 6 hours figuring out where the Eternals, you know, aren't a pile of crap. If you put it on Disney Plus, then again, maybe you could just ignore it like they did the Inhumans. You know, they put out Inhumans, they ignore that because it was trash. Put Eternals on Disney Plus, ignore it because it's trash. If that's the case, I'm not saying it couldn't have been not trash, but if it ended up being that way, just ignore it. That's okay. But I think that they made the wrong decision on which thing to put where and how to focus, the product.
That's the thing, is they decide to go the show route. Like you said, if you cut this down, like if you look at Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the most compelling character in that show is John Walker and Baron
Oh, hell
Zemo.
yes. Yeah,
Dude,
absolutely.
Zemo, man, Daniel Bruhl was to Falcon and the Winter Soldier what Rachel Skarsten is to Batwoman. Let me explain. Batwoman is a terrible fucking show. The writers, Ebony Gilbert and Maya, I can't think of her name, but there's two writers, and Caroline Dries wrote some, and they got some little just cucked out white dude that probably buys his wife's boyfriend fucking Nikes. Dude's bitch made. Dude is bitch made. Like, I looked at his Twitter, he's bitch made. He's one of the only ones that hasn't blocked me yet. So Rachel Skarsten's character, Alice, is a lot of her shit makes no sense. Why she's still involved in the show. But when she's on screen, she chews the fucking scenery. And that's the way Daniel Bruhl was in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. He chewed the scenery. He kind of rose above bad writing and a shitty story and the circumstances he was put in. And it's like, how many gifts do you see him just going like this up in the club? I mean, that was like the best part of the show. Like him and John Walker. Like Walker was, dude,
Yep.
Garrett Russell. Is that his name?
Wyatt Russell.
Wyatt Russell. He looks like the old dude from Up, but man, did he play that role of U.S. agent. And I'll give a quick nod to Julia Louis-Dreyfus for being Madam Hydra too. Yep, I've always had a thing. I dated a girl in college that looked exactly like Elaine just for that reason.
Nice.
Yeah. I'll have to dig up a picture sometime. But yeah, she was a little bit darker. But yeah, she looked like Elaine. Yeah, but that's the whole reason I did, because I had a huge crush on Julie Louis-Dreyfus because I was such a Seinfeld fan. And she was a shiksa. So, but anyway, no. So they were the best part of the show. Like Falcon was like, I liked Falcon before that show. Like Anthony Mackie was he played a cool character, and it's just
I like Anthony Mackie just generically. Like I see him and stuff. I'm like, yeah, this is a good, it's a character, or an actor that typically I like his characters. And I was a big fan of Falcon. That's why I think that within that long mess, there's something worth having.
And that's it. You could probably salvage it, but like you said, it just takes some creative editing.
Right. That's just hypothesizing, but I think that if that was the direction they had gone, you put Captain America's Legacy or whatever you want to call it in theaters, and have clear, concise, 2.5 if you have to film. Hell yeah, people already love Loki. So again, you cut that down to a way that it's it all makes good sense. Put that in theaters, people are going to go lay down some money. I mean, I know I'd be happier to go see Tom Hiddleston than Shang-Chi, whoever played that role, because again, it's somebody you're invested in.
And that was the problem with Loki. Was like, and my wife and I were talking about that because that's like one of her favorite characters, because she likes Tom Hiddleston, but she likes the character of Loki too. And it's like, he was great in the movies as Loki, and then you get to the TV show and they make him a fucking joke. Like he was a joke from start to finish. I didn't watch that show. She was watching it, and I was finally, because Tony and I were talking, I was like, all right, I'm going to watch it. So I binge watched it, and I'm just like, oh God. Like the only thing I liked was Jonathan Majors as Kang at the end of the show. I was like, I thought he was okay. I kind of liked the way he played it, but I hated that whole show. Go ahead, Tony. I know you got something.
No, I'm just like, it feels like with the Eternals, like I like Jonathan Majors as well, but like how he's laid out everything, and every step you've taken down this path he laid down, and just it feels like they've bitten off more than they can chew.
Yep.
Is he in that movie?
No.
No, he was in Loki, in the last episode of Loki.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I was just checking if he was in Eternals because
no,
it's just they've got so much going on right now that it's kind of and setting up so much for later. It's kind of just like I don't want to say overwhelming or just like after the Eternals, everything else seemed trivial, but then you learn about Kang and everything, you know.
Well, they're stepping on their dicks
Yeah.
now. They're stepping on their dicks.
Yeah.
They don't know. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. I think Jeff said it earlier best. They don't know what they're doing.
Like if Kevin Feige was the genius they claimed he was, he would have been prepared for the interest decline after Endgame.
Kevin
And he's
Feige.
not.
Kevin Feige is a more polished Benioff and Weiss rolled into one.
Yeah.
He's slightly more polished. That's all he is. It's been sleight of hand and luck. And John, he's working off what John
telling
Favreau
decades
said.
old stories.
Yep. A lot of which are layups to succeed with audiences. Really, if you think about it, look at a lot of the movies there. It's a layup that it's going to succeed. You know, he didn't start having problems until he started getting into, you know, Captain Marvel. You know, you got with the marketing. That was it. The marketing for Captain Marvel and Black Panther. Those are the things that created divides in the audience. Was the marketing, not as much the movies, because like Captain Marvel, that's a, like I said, a 5.5 out of 10 popcorn flick. You watch it, you forget about it. You know, it was bad. The marketing was more woke than the movie, though. You know, I mean, I don't think I'm too far off base there.
People were still intoxicated with the Marvel hype when that movie came out too, or I mean it would have seen similar numbers to what we're seeing now with the $1 billion seems a long way away from where Marvel's at right now.
It does. Seeing, you know, all these movies like, you know, what Endgame took over the top spot, usurped that from Avatar, you know, and it's like they had Black Panther, Captain Marvel, did Infinity War hit $1 billion, right?
Yeah.
And then Endgame.
Was that the first one to hit 2 billion and then Endgame did, or was Endgame first to
Infinity
hit
War hit over 2 billion, you're right.
I thought it did. But yeah, you know, so yeah, I did. Yeah, those days seem eons away, you know, in the rear view mirror now. When you look at where we're at, these movies are, you know, scraping and struggling to hit 300 million in some cases. You know, they can't hit their mark in the box office or hit any points in a coherent story. You know, it's ridiculous. How far
Captain Marvel was supposed to be their centerpiece too, and you know, even if that movie made $1 billion, they know that ain't gonna work.
Oh yeah,
like I said.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, so they're just kind of screwed. They've got these bad stories. They're what was supposed to be their next Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans didn't work out.
Yeah.
Well, how can someone who doesn't know who they are be the guiding light for everyone else?
Right. She's got a message for you, Tony.
You one ugly motherfucker.
It wasn't made for him. It wasn't made for him.
Fucking Brie. Shang-Chi is at $430 million, $73,168 worldwide right now. $223,991,488 domestic. $206,081,680 world or international. And Venom 2 still had a better opening at $90 million to Shang It Burns When I Pee and the Legend of the 10 Nuva Rings coming in at $75 million.
It was a better movie.
It was. And somebody said that in the MCU group today, and they got attacked. I mean, they're like, yeah, Venom 2 was, Venom 2 made more money because it was a better movie. Oh, you fucking idiot. And I'm like, dude, it was Shang-Chi. Okay, I'm not going to fall asleep during a movie that's good. Shang-Chi, that's the first time I've ever fallen asleep in a theater. And
I fell asleep in the theater once, but I also I had 3 jobs at the time, and it was the third time I went to the movie. Like literally, one of my jobs was to help develop disabled people, so I just took one to the movie so I could take a nap. So like, it wasn't the movie's fault. It was just I was burning myself on, doing too much shit.
Yep.
I fell asleep 3 times in the Eternals.
Oh, damn.
Not an exaggeration. Nothing
money
fucking
well
happened.
spent.
No, that was like, I'm glad I only spent between me and the wife $14 to see that movie. Not counting concessions, but I don't think that was more than 25. But dang, yeah, it was boring. Like, I know, because Trey was asking me about it, and I was like, you can watch it when it comes out on Disney Plus, but we're not going to the theater to see that. I'm not paying for you to sit there. You ain't going to sit still for 2.5 hours and watch this pile of shit. I'll guarantee it.
My buddy watched Shang-Chi for the first time last night. He sailed the high seas. And his first observation about the movie, he said that animal, that little furry thing that was with Trevor Slattery, he said, there's no way a creature would be that friendly if it didn't have a mouth and asshole.
I think he's right, honestly.
Like,
and
an interesting observation.
And how was Trevor the only one who could understand it? Hail my sketchbook 340. What's up, my brother? What's going on? This is this I don't want to, but this is where we're going to end her for the evening, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a wonderful stream. It's been a great honor to have Jeff and Oz here promoting the relaunch, Everlasting Survivors.
You still got that new cover?
Let me pull it up for you.
Let's share that new cover. My sketchbook, the stream has been wonderful. I've had a great time. You're going to want to watch the replay of this one. But here's the look at that.
Trying to get you a nice full view because he does break out of the panel a little bit. But yeah, Oz, I just wanted to do an action scene from the book. And so since, I can talk about the book without spoiling stuff, this is one of the action scenes in the book. One of my favorites. It was a lot of fun to draw. Not the cover, the actual action scene, and the cover itself was great in its own way. But yeah, folks, there are the Everlasting Survivors in front of you now.
And this is a great fun story too. It really is. Like I said, I read it to my son, and he dug it. Once I kind of got into some of the character reading it to him and stuff. So yeah, this is a cool story, and it's a heartfelt project that Oz put out. And you do anything like that, like this, and you're putting yourself out there, and that's a big matzo ball. And I think you hit it out of the park, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate having me back on.
Oh, we're like Olive Garden. Once you hear your family, I just don't have bottomless breadsticks to give you, man. I do in honor of Jeff, though. I do have desk wine.
Yes, desk wine.
What did my sketchbook called me a trailer park Karen the other night? He says Etep's sitting here sipping wine like a trailer park Karen. Who drew
Dude,
this?
I thought about drinking this time because you were drinking last time.
I usually have a glass or 3 during a stream. My sketchbook asks who drew this. Well, that would be this square right here. That would be the Jeff Hicks square from Worthless Bullshitters. He's the illustrator of this. 55 pages in this book you did, correct?
53 of 68.
53 of 68. Okay.
I'm glad you remembered because I would have just gone, yeah.
Oh, it's all good. I mean, he's the majority of the interior art.
Yep. Oh, God. Just thinking back, man, that was a lot of fun.
Nights and YouTube's been doing something weird with the comments lately, but I see this one.
Yep. Dude, yeah, because Night's End makes a good point. And like I said, Nelson the Gentleman got pissed at me and kind of went ham on me in the comments of one of my live streams. He left a comment after the fact. I don't block comments. I have blocked words in my comments. All the blocked words in my comments, I will tell you this, based on past experiences that we've had here with trolls, all the blocked words are racial epithets. So unless you're using a disgusting racial epithet in my comment sections, your comments are not blocked by me or any of my moderators ever at any time. That is YouTube, Google doing that shit. So I do apologize for that. I'm sorry, folks, but it's not me.
They're protecting smaller creators.
Yeah. Yeah, they're protecting smaller creators. Hi, how you doing? I'm a smaller creator. Hi. I don't need my dislike button disabled. If I fuck up and get ratioed, I want to know why. You know what I mean? I'm man enough to accept my failures. You know, can we say the same thing about those other small creators like Sony and CNN, and Netflix, Disney can't take it and fucking ratioed because you put out shite. But yeah, that's where we're gonna leave. I'm gonna kick it over to Tony because he's got something big coming out tomorrow that I can't wait to watch.
Yeah, okay, so I went to the gym yesterday. I always put my wallet in my gym bag and lock it up in one of the lockers, Did that yesterday, got done my workout, unlocked, the lock was fine and everything, unlocked it, got my keys and wallet out, grabbed my gym bag, drove over to Walmart, grabbed some groceries, went to check out, opened my wallet, and my shit was gone. My debit cards, my credit cards. I'm like, what the fuck? Ask them to run check my gym bag. It's not there. Yeah, somebody cracked the lock on my locker, took all my stuff, so I did not get to work on my Eternals review yesterday as planned. And don't worry, by the way, everything turned out fine. Canceled the cards before any transaction, so fuck those people, But I did. I put in a lot of work today, got done recording it. I just need to edit and produce the video, get it together, and that's going to be up. Should be tomorrow. Also catch us Tuesday on my channel at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Monday Night War retrospective. We go week through the Monday Night War, talk about the ratings, the events, how bad 1995 Raw was, and yeah, it's always a blast. It's usually ETEP, Vinny, Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective, Angelus Straven. We've always got guests coming by. Am I forgetting someone, ETEP?
Steven's come by. Kendo's been there.
Yeah.
How deep into the Attitude Era are you?
Oh, so we're not there yet.
They're 95. They haven't even got there yet.
Oh, you just started. My bad.
We just got into 96. So we got out in 95. So now, actually, this is the interesting year where The Rock is going to debut, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Pillman's got a gun.
Yeah. Yeah, that's coming in about 6 months because we do about 2 episodes of each, 2 Nitros, 2 Raws, 2 weeks each episode. So, yeah, I can't wait for
1999. If you need help, give me a call.
Definitely.
I'm always down to talk wrestling.
We need to bring Oz on there too.
Yeah,
man.
I was thinking that earlier, actually. So, yeah, that's Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, and yeah, we're gonna start getting into the good shit soon. So I'm happy.
Oh yeah, man. I'm looking forward to July of '96 when the new world order shows up. That's I get to wear the black and white every week after that because I'll be wearing the black and white every fucking week.
Oh yes.
Oh shit. Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. Night's End. What's up, bro? You shoot me a DM, and in between working on Batwoman tomorrow and doing my leaves, I'll stop in. Hang on, look at that. There. I've got a little WCW thing to show up. Let me tell you something, brother. But yeah, I'll stop into your 400 subscribers celebration. Congratulations on that milestone too. See, I got this for my birthday in like '97. It's got Giant and Hogan in his NWO. It's a little WCW.
Oh, so cool.
It's a little pen. Just they fight.
Where's
Can you
the
throw
Yeti?
him off the rooftop?
I'm gonna yeet him off the Kobo fucking roof. Oh shit!
Don't worry, I'll come in for the main event that night.
Yeah, they didn't even explain. He just fell off a fucking.
He fell off a
rooftop into a fucking lake, and then just shows up 30 minutes later for the title match.
Well, he had to hump Hogan. He
didn't even fall into he fell into the fucking street, dude. The trajectory of him to hit the water from there was like what 20 fucking yards. So he would have had to hypothetically fallen backwards 20 yards away from the building to hit the fucking Detroit River.
What's crazy is these were like Big Show's first wrestling matches.
Yeah.
Like he was like learning on the fly, like on live TV.
He won the title his first match.
Yeah.
He won the world heavyweight title his first match.
Yep.
I mean, don't get me wrong, he's big and that's amazing or whatever, but it's just so damn mind blowing.
Well, he's the big show.
He
Damn
was
it, I
so
hated it.
fit back.
He was agile and shit. He could do the damn thing. Speaking of doing the damn thing, let me kick it over to this gentleman right here who's doing the damn thing, promoting his work. Ladies and gentlemen, Oz of Mr. Super Oz.
Yes, I put out my first YouTube video on the channel, Mr. Super Oz, Sunday. It's a bit of a downer, but it explains why I'm making videos, and everything from here on out I'm hoping to be more upbeat. It could be pop culture like an Eternals video. It's not going to be that because I haven't watched it, but it could also be pro wrestling. I'm pretty sure this weekend will be wrestling because I am so pumped for Saturday night. But yeah, so Mr. Super Oz, it's going to be me talking about wrestling or superheroes or whatever, but it's really just a shield channel because I'm making videos to promote Everlasting Survivors coming back to Indiegogo. Not just the comic, 68-page graphic novel, but hats, t-shirts, trading cards, pinups, all kinds of things. Everybody can enjoy it. It's a great story. Thanks for having me back.
Oh, dude, you're welcome. Anytime, my man. Anytime. And next up, like I said, this guy's got a small little channel. He's got a new podcast that just started, right? Tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's our first episode 289. So be kind to the world class bullshits. But Pete, obviously, thank you for having me. Always a pleasure to be on. Tony, always great to stream with you. And Oz, great to talk. We talk via Facebook and stuff, but it's always nice to hear everyone's voice. Now, folks, make sure you guys are watching out for the Survivors book. Get your second chance on that one. You'll get the new cover from me. It's a great story. I'm happy to be involved with it. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll have a video, hopefully, on YouTube. It's been a crazy week. We've been growing like nuts. So thank you to everybody. And join us tomorrow at 8:30 for the podcast. Oh, and I think we'll have the sign up for Woke Busters, so you guys can get your information on that. That'll be out on Indiegogo this month, and then that'll be coming out next.
I've been checking every day to see when it goes live.
Oh, it will. Trust me. Little inside baseball, like I told you guys. The podcast guys, Dion and Nick, were in town, so it's been a couple of days of trying to get refocused, but it'll be here, and the sign up will be. It'll be cool. I'm ready to share this story with people because this is the one I'm super excited about, that I had written. Because Everlasting Survivors, I just drew that one. I'm always excited about that one. But Woke Busters, I did write that too. So be on the lookout for that. Get yourself a copy of Everlasting Survivors and watch all of our stuff. We'll be back tomorrow, right, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I'm and I have to say I finally got to sit down, and this is the thing, and I've heard Jeff, I've heard you mention this time and time again about like being a creator, running a channel. You don't get to watch as many videos as you used to. You know what I mean? Because you're always working, between your comic and and then trying to do your videos and your shows and everything, and it's like I got to sit down this week and I got to binge like your last, I think, 3 videos. So I was like, all felt right with the world again because I got to sit down and watch the videos, man. Seriously, it's like there's a few channels that I actually get to watch. It's like because I live streams here, live streams on this channel, on that channel, working on videos. And then, I substitute teach. And when I'm not teaching, I work at my kids' school. I volunteer there anyway. So it's like I'm always busy, and I have I have real world stuff to do too. It's like, the responsibility train it never stops. There's no stops on those tracks, unfortunately. So I'm trying. It's like sometimes I get to listen to your videos when I'm sitting in the parking lot waiting for the kid to get out of school, or if I'm out out and about, it's like I listen to them when I'm in the grocery store. So then I go back and I get to watch them over. And yeah, man, it's good to see you guys growing. And it is, man. It's great. I love it. I love the success that the channel's having, and Oz is getting his book back out. Tony's putting a bomb ass review out tomorrow, and I'm over here reviewing fucking Batwoman. Jesus help me, Rhonda. Hi guys. Hi. I used to have a fucking thick flowing mane of long lustrous glowing hair, and then I started reviewing Batwoman. I started a YouTube channel and now I'm fucking bald. I look like powder. Help me. You can donate to my GoFundMe to get me hair plugs like that guy in cable. I'm just kidding. But seriously though, tomorrow you'll get your Batwoman review, episode 5. Professor Pig is going to be there. No word if they're going to have Mr. Toad with him or not. I would only hope that the CW would keep that duo together. That would be beautiful if they did that, like the Beware the Batman cartoon. Because I really want to see how that works out for him. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out. But I'll have Batwoman for you tomorrow, and I'll appear on Night's End, his stream tomorrow at some point. Just shoot me a DM, and I will be there, sir. We've never streamed together before, I don't believe. Maybe on the Phantom Collective stream, but if I'll be more than happy to stop by. It's always fun to stream with new peeps. So you get that. I'm going to record about 2 or 3 videos tomorrow to release throughout the weekend, as I'm going to be doing some early celebrating for Thanksgiving with one side of the family and trying to shoot a deer this weekend. So we'll be back Monday night. Like I said, you'll have your Batwoman video. No morning shows. The schedule does not allow for it. I apologize, guys. I know you enjoy it. I enjoy doing the morning streams. They're fun, but I just don't have time with my schedule this week because I still have leaves to do too, and that's a whole nother story here you don't want to hear about. It's messy. There's dog shit involved. So yeah, dog shit. Speaking of which, the Batwoman review. I'm really looking forward to putting that out for you guys. What brain cells I have left rattling around in this tin can full of fucking 2 baked beans. I'm and I say that with all desk wine in hand. That's good Cabernet. Thank you, my sketchbook. I am Trailer Park Karen. I love you too. But yeah, you can catch me on ToneDef stream next Tuesday night, 8 o'clock, doing the Monday Night Wars. We'll be back here, episode 178 of the podcast Monday night, featuring myself, Red Gaze, ToneDef, and Vinnieart, as we go through all the normal Monday night things. We have just the headlines, and let's see what else. We do box office breakdown on Mondays. I'm sure we'll have some Marvel stuff to talk about. Wednesday next week, Saggy Melons will be here. My boo thing, and she'll be joined by Commander Cody from Pursuing Paranormal. Will be making his return to the show as well. And that's all leading into Thanksgiving, where I get really fat, even fatter than I am now. And enjoy yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. There's a backload of videos for you to watch here on the channel. We've got let's see, I released a video today. You can go watch that. It's funny. I guarantee you'll enjoy it. It's funny. It's funny. I promise. So thank you guys, gals, and everybody else in the chat. My Sketchbook 340, Keely Chow, author Stephen Walton, Tommy the Guinea Pig Collective, Night's End, awesome one, Another Monster, Collector Express. Let's see. I got to scroll up here to see who was all here. Let's see. I said awesome one, Keely Chow, Nano Reaper, Glinzer, Clone Geek, McKinney, Draws was here. Superfan Adam Shawhan, of course. Congrats again on the grandbaby. Godzillionaire was in the house. Tim's Talk. Let's see. We got Tommy. I don't want to miss anybody. Brutal Morningwood, still the best name on YouTube. Red Gaze, the assistant regional manager, was in the house. And that's let's see. That's as far back as it will let me go, ladies and gents. So can't find me on Twitter. Night's End, I will. Are you in the Phantom Collective DM? Here's my Twitter link. At the place to be RE1. There you go. Just that's my handle on Twitter, Night's End. So thank you everyone for being here. I am Etep Wakuin of the Place to Be Reviews. I've been here with all of yous. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. I'll catch you on the next one, and you know you'll see me tomorrow because it's Batwoman Day. It's Thursday. Have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow, and remember, it's always better to burn out than fade away. Or watch the Eternals again, because God, nobody wants to suffer through that.
Boom!